Puff your chest, arch the upper back, look back, good, and bring it up. Oh. You guys.
Take a few more here for Lamar. Mike Jones? Lamar, there was that point in the season where you guys lost 3 straight, 4 or 5.
Mike Jones, that's me. Mike Jones, that's me right now. So I'm sorry, go ahead.
That's all right.
I don't even know what to do. Wrestling?
No.
How much was it?
I don't know. 721. That's stop. I know you did.
$721.
Just told us.
Oh my, oh.
What the?
Are you a cat or a dog guy?
Neither.
Really? Do you have any pets?
I have a dog, but I don't.
But you're just not a cat.
It's technically not. It's not my dog, but it's my dog.
Yeah. All right. So you're more of a dog guy than a cat guy.
No.
Are you just not a pet guy?
I don't like pets.
I'm with you,
What the heck? He doesn't like pets either.
We're on the same page.
Why? Why don't you like pets?
They're a nuisance.
Yeah, I just don't.
You
They're just sloppy.
They're sloppy.
Yeah.
Some dogs are sloppy. Some dogs don't slobber, and they're not sloppy at all.
No, all dogs are
You just need to meet the right dog, Devontae.
Yep. Hey man, how's it going? Are you Jake?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, so someone called in reference to your Facebook post.
The eagle floss, man.
I know. So
I'm fine. The eagle floss and the dogs are barking.
I got you. You don't plan on hurting yourself?
No, the fucking Jalen Hurts threw 3 goddamn. Turn the ball over 6 times, man.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. All right, man. I appreciate it. All right. Take it easy.
Are you going to school tomorrow?
I don't know.
Is he going to school tomorrow?
No, I ain't making it.
What do you get out of competition with the defense?
Can I say something about your outfit, though? You got a lot of bananas on. I would not put on that many bananas on there. You must be a banana guy, I'm assuming, right?
Ask me where you buy from.
You really want to know?
Yeah. No, you didn't.
Did you know that people shot that?
I didn't actually. Hey, man, if you like it, I love it, brother.
I'm like, bro, Cowboys supposed to be playing tonight. What the fuck is going on? I got my hat on, I got my jersey on, I got my forces on, I got my swag on, I done prayed to my Jesus, everything.
Damn, I gotta go out here for hands. Now I gotta go out here for hands. Damn. Hey, good. All right, catch your breath, get that back out there now. Ain't nothing but a little snot coming up out of them. I need to put this on my head. I ain't trying to get sick now. Damn. Damn, win. Out the route. No. Damn, why my hands so loose? I'm cold as hell. My hands froze. Take my ass inside. It's cold to them. Chill. That's a bruise. It ain't just no soreness. It's a bruise. We're gonna aggravate it with the gun. I'm gonna talk to that. I graduated exercise science. I'm gonna listen. Damn. You getting your ass out here, you finna block. I ain't blocking. No, you getting your ass out here. We finna block. I ain't blocking. Blocking the date. I'm not blocking.
They're both seeing the same thing in the courtroom.
What's these guys?
No,
Your Honor. Your Honor.
Yeah. Look at Littleton.
Just egging him on.
He's mocking his argument.
I've been to Charlotte twice. I've been to Raleigh. Raleigh. Raleigh.
Oh, okay. Close enough.
That's how you say it? How you say it again? You for real? But it's spelled R-A-L-E-I-G-H.
Raleigh.
That's Raleigh.
Close enough. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, she was nice too, huh?
He's just looking at the Kansas sideline. Right there. Now that's inappropriate. Another slant to Williams, and he spins his way into the end zone.
I'm going to go to Cancun like everybody told me to do. And I'm going to enjoy myself because I don't have nothing else to do. So take myself there.
Here we go. Wow, Daddy, what is hot? Hey, turbo, hey, kid. Wow, Daddy, what is hot?
I knew how important this was for our team. Our team chill. I knew how.
Run, man. Run the ball. Quit playing.
We promise we won't let you get sacked no more. So sorry that we got you hurt.
Joe Burrow, Heisman Trophy winner. Does this look like a Heisman Trophy winner?
It does. Show it to him.
Show everybody. What would you tell this kid right now?
Looks like a national champion.
Get.
This is high rate fucking robbery. Man, I'm trying to get some of this gas back. Hey, you think if I go in there and tell them that I put the wrong gas in here, they give me a refund?
Where we at? Back at the crib, yeah.
I am from Florida, bro. I am not supposed to be in this right here. But the gas station trying to get gas. Well, where in the world? Take me back home, man. Detroit, I love y'all. I love playing for the Lions. But bro, I need to go to the house.
You're late, baby, late. Put on the Alabama shirt. You just won the SEC championship.
You almost said. You know what you almost said.
Let me tell you something. Don't ever let that scarf sit down anywhere. You might not ever see it again. It won't even be a question about who took it. I'm gonna send you ransom photos with my face and with the scarf wrapped around my head like the Taliban. You're just ridiculous.
No, you are a spoiled brat. You're over here pouting.
You were just ridiculous.
You're pouting.
You know what the word ridiculous means?
Can you spell ridiculous?
Yes, K-A-Y-L-A.
No, ridiculous spells Annette.
No. You've been acting this way this close to Christmas.
Oh, no, don't you turn into this grandma thing that you got going on over here.
If you had won, you just wouldn't.
I've never seen anything like that in my life. Oh. Well, that was the Miller. Watch this, Jordan. Just now.
Damn.
What the?
Duh, he bought that like.
I've never seen
quick.
Oh, no.
Oh, shit, I see Reggie Bush out.
And I had to go back and replay this because what the fuck is she crying for, boy? That bitch must have bet her soul on this game. Then watch this next white lady come up. Boy, she act like somebody killed a pet.
I mean, it's obvious. I mean, we're so far past that, to be honest with you, but that's obvious. I mean, you just want to piss me off going to this week.
And roll tide. Thank you. Roll tide. Roll tide. That's what. Roll tide. Roll tide.
Man, I hate Tennessee because first of all, it's Tennessee, and I just hate them because they low down, they dirty, they some snitches, and I hate Philip Fulmer. I hate their colors. I'm not a dog person. I just hate Tennessee, man. Like, and I hate Neyland Stadium. It looks like a garbage truck worker convention, and I hate all their quarterbacks. I hate Tennessee, man.
Describe what you feel about the colors too.
It reminds me. It's not that orange that you can stand. See, I hate Tennessee more than I hate Auburn. I just dislike Auburn. I hate Tennessee. See, Tennessee's colors is that throw up orange. It's not that orange that you can sit with. It's that puke inside of a pumpkin orange. And I don't like pumpkins. So I really don't like Tennessee, man. I can't stress that enough, man. And they losers. They sore losers because they're not Alabama. And I hate Tennessee, man.
That was beautiful, man. Probably best interview I've done all year. Thank you, man.
I can't stress that enough. I hate them both.
I mean, his ability to just escape and make plays on the run, I mean, it's just outstanding what I've seen. And just the defensive side of it as well. They're definitely going to be a concern for me going forward if Alabama doesn't get their offensive line straightened out.
Chelsea, that's a great point, because if you look at Alabama's
60 seconds, right?
I can't wait to get paid again.
Oh, baby. You know what? I'm still happy. Oh, there it is, buddy! Woo!
What is up, y'all? Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I fumbled the ball today. I just realized I did not have my show play call sheet ready. So this is not correct of what we're doing today. I might try to change that during the live, we'll see. But we winging it. We winging it today. Like, this is a Hail Mary going on right now. But good to see y'all in the chat. Clutch Sports, y'all go subscribe to Clutch Sports Media. I was a guest on his live one time, unexpectedly. I think that was during, which game was that? I know it was during college football, but I'm trying to think which game it was. But yeah, y'all go subscribe to Clutch Sports Media. Subscribe to 3 a.m. Thought Club. Let's see who else we got. We got Real to Sports. Subscribe to Real to Sports. I'm looking. Let's see. I don't know if Dan the Man's going to start his own channel or not, but y'all go subscribe to him just in case. I was a guest on, why am I blanking on the name right now? Forgive me, y'all. I gotta look. Because I'm forgetful. Y'all know I am forgetful. My ADD brain is going to get the best of me. Let's see. Next Level Sports Lounge. I don't know what's wrong with me. But yeah. Next Level Sports Lounge. Y'all go subscribe to their channel as well. Stephen James, what's up? Good to see you. Thank you, Pooh Man, for dropping Clutch Sports link. Yeah, the Next Level Sports Lounge. I got it. Yeah, with Lloyd. Yep. But y'all go subscribe to them because you will see much of that crowd in that panel. Chelsea, no hat for 5 minutes. Now, I ain't taking off the hat now. I ain't taking off Rowdy. Can't be without Rowdy. I did that one time, and y'all ain't forgot. Couch? Couch, is that you? Couch, what is with this new name? What's up, Couch? Let me go. Okay, let's go to the drops. Because we got Pooh Man. Shout out to Pooh Man.
Rolex wearing. Woo! Diamond ring wearing. Woo! Kiss stealing. Woo! Wheeling dealing. Woo! Limousine ride. Woo! Jet flying. Woo! Son of a gun. Woo! And I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down. They give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair. Woo!
Let's go. Okay, and now we have Prince Bud.
Okay, 4th down and goal. I mean, just pure ecstasy. For this Chargers fan, the Chargers have hidden. If there's a definition of pure ecstasy, that's it. First sack of the night, Herbert gets rid of it. He's picked. Intercepted by the Cowboys.
All right. Who else? Couch. Gotta do Couch. Shout out to Couch. Okay. Hopefully I didn't miss any of my other drops. I really need a drop for you 3 a.m. I just haven't. 3 a.m. You gotta send me something. Send me a drop you would want. Like for Michigan. Give me something. Hey, Real to Sports, I got a drop for you, Real to Sports. I have not played it for you yet, I don't think.
I don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide, baby. Don't give a piss about nothing but Tide. Blitz, Bama, Blitz, baby. Blitz, Bama, Blitz. I love America and I love the Tide, baby. And I love Will to death. Yeah, right. Don't give a shit about piss for the Tide.
Blitz, Bama, Blitz. Okay. I think I covered everybody that I got drops for. Moving on, let's go ahead and get into the national anthem. All rise for the Touchdown Tribe national anthem, because I've been forgetting to do that lately.
On the Star Spangled Banner, Fergie.
That our flag was still there.
Y'all, I forgot. How could I forget G Honda? G Honda, I gotta play your drop. Shout out to you because you did send me something in the Discord that I am going to cover real quick. But shout out to you.
Who the fuck could that be? What does his weird ass want now? What's up, Gaston? How did you get into my yard?
I climbed the fence, of course. You don't check your DM? I hit you up on Instagram last night. I sent you like 5 messages.
I didn't see it.
Where my hug at?
I barely check my DM. I just be watching stories.
You didn't watch mine. I always watch yours.
Yeah, you be the first person to watch. I appreciate it.
Shit, I gotta keep tabs on my boo. Take a load of this. Nice, right?
Why is it so small?
It's average and it works.
I'm good.
Oh my. You always fronting on me, Belle.
Imagine that.
How about I take you out to Applebee's?
Let me think.
You bitch. Just say yes.
G Honda, that is your drop, okay? Well, I can play your other drops. I got a whole list for you. Let's go to G Honda's other drops since he wants to complain. Hold on. I gotta have my chat with me. I gotta have my chat with me.
Who the fuck could that be?
Let me copy my chat and paste it so I can see y'all's comments while I react to my others. There we go. Oh, is Derek here? Did Derek arrive? Yeah, Derek, we'll get to play your drop too, but let's go over all my G Honda drops.
Hey, just a little off the side. Just a little bit off the side. Leave the side. I always tell him, I said, leave a little bit on the top.
Oh. The way Marcus Spears was laughing. But yeah, you know, G Honda, maybe you need just some sides. Leave a little bit on the sides. Okay, let's see what else.
Daddy, I cannot do it even faster. Daddy, maybe your hair needs some more hair.
Maybe you just need some more hair. Your hair just needs some more hair. You know, he was G Spice. I forgot about G Spice. He was G Spice at one point. Now he graduated to G Hudson. Y'all will see that when I get to Derek's drop.
I mean, I'm saying, when we gonna get together?
Not gonna happen. Never.
Man, I got a whole list just for G Honda. And I got more I need to add because y'all sent me some more from the Discord. Like, Shayla sent me some. I think Mailbox Sports sent me one. I gotta add those. Oh, what did I do? I got rid of my background. My bad, y'all. Okay.
Who the fuck could that be?
That's not the one I want. Let's go to Derek's drop since Derek's in the building. Y'all will see why we call him G Hudson.
Leave Chelsea alone. What's wrong with you, G Honda? I'm the one who's telling you about your fantasy. Listen. Send me your address so I can send you a rainbow flag. Since you want to look like Alicia Keys. That's okay, man. You can't even grow. You can't even grow enough hair. I'm not accustomed to a man wanting to look like a woman. And you too dark to look like her. Why don't you? You know what? You look like a good Jennifer Hudson. That's what you would look like.
Gremlin, nigga. Like a gremlin.
You too dark to be Alicia Keys. You look like a Jennifer
Hudson.
Hey, G Hudson. G Hudson.
You look like a gremlin and top room look like a predator.
That's your name for the year. G Hudson.
I'm trying out with the lesson. Oh man, yeah. Switch over to Jennifer, man. We'll call you G Hudson from now on.
Jennifer Hudson.
Mean girl.
Chelsea with that big ass head.
He needs some milk. Hey, I told you to leave Chelsea alone. Hey,
Chelsea, just let me get your head. I'll both head at the same time.
I told you to leave Chelsea alone. It's getting bad. It's getting worse for you, man. Just let it go and live for you.
And he's still trying to take my hat, y'all. He keeps talking about he needs a hat. Let's see, where'd you say that at? Oh, right here. I need a cowboy hat. Well, you can't have mine. You're not taking Rowdy. This is Rowdy. We named my hat. I think that was Stephen James's idea. Shout out to Stephen James. Y'all, that's so great. Look, Pumian said that I've grown to 263 subscribers now. Thank y'all for that. Okay, moving on. So, like I said, I fumbled the ball on this one. I forgot to have my show play call sheet ready for y'all. So the only thing right on here is we're going to open up with the motivational video and close out with the motivational video. Everything else is wrong on this play call sheet. So we're running some different plays, but let's go ahead and play a motivational video. I believe it's the same one that I used last time, but that's all right. I think God just said you need to hear it again.
Doubt is such a strange thing. I mean, it's, you know, there'll be times where you succeed and there are times that you fail. So wasting your time doubting whether you're going to be successful or not is pointless. It is. I mean, you just put.
Oh, that's so good. I definitely needed to hear that again. Because I was comparing myself today. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I was comparing myself today. I'm like, man, I'm not where I want to be, and just doing the whole comparison in my head, and it's pointless. Like, you're going to have success, you're going to fail. The only thing that should matter is if you're trying, if you're doing your best. That's all that matters. The doubt is pointless. Doubt's pointless. Okay, so there's that motivational video for y'all. I hope that helped some of y'all out. I'm behind on y'all's comments. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm a little bit behind on your comments. Wait a minute, Chelsea. It was me that came up with the idea of naming the hat. Okay, I'll put some respect on your name. My bad, Real to Sports. It was you that said we need to name the hat, and then it was Stephen James, I think, that suggested calling it Rowdy, and I can't remember what. I think CDT said Cheryl because of the girl from Remember the Titans. I don't know if I played y'all my drops. Let me show y'all my drops. I got some funny drops for me as well, not just y'all.
Hello? Enough with the trick plays, Bert. Run the dang ball. Run the dang ball. Run it.
Howdy, y'all. This is Pumpkin Spice coming to you live from the 50-yard line where the Cowboys are fixing to kick things off. I'm keeping these hoops spinning on my waist, arms, and legs, but my eyes are on the action, and I gotta tell you, it's electric out here. Fans are fired up.
Shout out to Ty Pro for that last one. I forgot about that one.
Doubt is such a strange thing. I mean, it's.
How's that? But yeah, Ty Pro sent me that one. As it grows, Chelsea, you'll need the mods to feed you some comments. It'll be tough to keep up with the chat yourself. Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. The other day I was like, man, I need to figure out, at some point, I'm going to have to know how to put it in slow mode, like, to read the chat. That first one is definitely you. Yeah, for sure. Okay. So, let's see. I don't have my game. I threw off my groove, y'all. I threw off my groove, okay? Hold on.
No! You threw off my groove!
I'm sorry, but you've thrown off the Emperor's groove.
Doubt is such a strange thing.
Y'all know I can't focus without my show play call sheet, and I fumbled on that one. I'm so mad at myself. But, okay, so I think first, let me just go to this screen. I think we're going to cover Bobby Petrino first. Okay, yeah. So, Bobby Petrino was an Arkansas head coach, and he was in an accident, a motorcycle accident. He claimed he was alone, all this BS. But later, we found out he was with his mistress, who was his secretary, or something like that, his assistant. And that's them together. So here's a breakdown of that relationship. So, Bobby Petrino affair refers to the 2012 scandal involving then Arkansas head coach Bobby Petrino and his mistress, Jessica Durrell. which led to his firing for cause. Now, here's the crash. So, April 2012, Petrino crashed his Harley Davidson on Highway 16. And I seen a, like, funny clip of one of the athletes at the time. He was like, I didn't even know he had a motorcycle. This athlete was genuinely shocked to find out that his head coach had a motorcycle. Initial cover-up. So, Petrino told the university officials and the public he was alone during the accident. It was revealed by state police report released 4 days later that he had a passenger, which was his mistress, Jessica Durrell, a 25-year-old athletic department employee. So she was an employee there. I thought it was his assistant, but athletic department employee, whatever that means. It could be an assistant. So Petrino famously appeared in a press conference, which is the picture that I showed y'all, in a neck brace after the crash with visible facial abrasions. And that is the photo that I showed y'all. He looked messed up. I have a very difficult stance on these things. Affairs suck, but I also ran in some freaky circles where things like that are welcomed with these rich folks who know what they're doing. Yeah, I'm not really harsh on it. And I've said this before, Real Sports. Or wait, no. I thought it was Real Sports who said that, but it's you, Mac. But I've said this before, Mac, that I don't think that these women know. They need to be educated. They don't know what they're getting involved in, apparently. They should. They think it's all glitz and glam. But they should know that affairs are bound to happen. I mean, with them being at away games, being around other women constantly, or women, you know, throwing themselves at these athletes or coaches, affairs are bound to happen. So I feel like that's kind of what you sign up for. And you have to be aware that even if they say, oh, I would never cheat, that it's a possibility it could happen. Because I said, even David from the Bible cheated. So, and he was known after, he's known in the Bible as a man after God's own heart. So, that's my stance on that. But anyways, back to Bobby Petrino. This is him in the neck brace with the abrasions. So the investigation and the firing. So obviously he got fired. I don't really need to read that. But the secret affair. Petrino and Durrell had been in a consensual relationship for several months. Oftentimes, y'all, this is something that doesn't get talked about enough. But you're going to find out when I get into the Sherrone Moore body cam that oftentimes these affairs happen and it's swept under the rug. So Petrino hired Durrell, a student athlete. That's right. I forgot about this part. She was a student athlete. Okay, but Petrino hired Durrell as a student athlete development coordinator on March 28th, 2012. I believe she played for like the volleyball team, if I'm not mistaken, or something. Just days before the crash, she was chosen from 159 applicants. This is interesting, y'all. There was a $20,000 gift. So, investigation revealed Petrino gave Durrell a $20,000 before she was hired, which she used to buy a black Acura. Petrino failed to disclose the gift or the relationship during the hiring process. This is ridiculous. I forgot about that gift, though. $20K for some cheeks. Oh, man. Okay. Dismissal. Obviously, we know that, he was fired. It was debated if he should have been fired, though. Some people wanted him to stay. like I said, these workplace affairs happen all the time. So some people were like wanting him to stay, others wanted him fired, of course. But it's funny now because he came back to the University of Arkansas as a temporary head coach whenever they fired their other one. What's up, CDT Beats? Y'all know, go subscribe to CDT Beats. The beat you are hearing, the music produced in the show is by CDT Beats. If you want, okay, so since I'm gaining a lot of sports content creators over here, if y'all want a beat in your live shows and you can avoid a copyright, hit up CDT Beats. And he can make it any type of style you want, like NFL type of style, anything you want, CDT Beats can do, I promise you. So make sure y'all subscribe to CDT Beats if you want a beat like I have playing in your background, so it's not just, you know, you talking in silence. Hit up CDT Beats. Okay, so I covered Bobby Petrino. Yeah, I ain't lying about that. Okay, let's see. Oh wait, is there one more? Okay, so aftermath. Jessica Durrell resigned from her position. Go figure. Receiving, y'all, she received $14,000 settlement. They gave her $14,000, but it says she agreed to not profit from the scandal. Who got the better deal out of that? I think the college got a better deal out of that, because $14,000 is nothing. She could have made big money profiting off of that scandal. She could have wrote a book. What's up, Jimbo? Good to see you. Oh, thank you, Pooh Man. There's CDT Beats link. Y'all make sure you go check out CDT Beats. Make sure you are subscribed to him. Like I said it before, we are a package deal. Me and CDT Beats, we a package deal, okay? So if you hear you gotta be subscribed, make sure you subscribe to CDT Beats. Again, the music you hear in this live is from CDT Beats. And if y'all want some special music for your channel, check out CDT Beats, okay? All right. Let's see. After a year out of coaching, Petrino rebuilt his career at Western Kentucky and Louisville, before later returning to Arkansas as an offensive coordinator in 2023. He actually was a temporary head coach though, but then they hired him as offensive coordinator, I think. So moving on, let's get into
video for you. This one is
Theo Coop. Shout out Theo Coop. He covered this, and some of it we already talked about the other day, but he has more clips in here that we can react to. So let's see what he has to say about Mike Vrabel and the Dianna Russini incident.
Wow, I'm over on Twitter, and the discussion today is Dianna Russini, former ESPN correspondent. I believe she left the company in 2023. She now works for The Athletic, and we have some old clips of hers that are starting to go viral. Clips and tweets that she's made 3 or 4 years ago. So I want to emphasize that. These are old clips, but it's going to lead us to somewhere else that gets kind of crazy. This is of Dianna when she's on the show Get Up back in 2021.
Dianna, we want to give you one more chance to address this. It happened earlier in our program today. For those of you who weren't watching, Dianna Russini said this.
And I think we all do weird things when we're in love, and we overshare and overpost. And look, he's married. He's getting married to a beautiful actress. I'm married to someone average. I don't post a lot about him. If I was married to someone beautiful, I'd overpost too.
Now, this doesn't seem nice. We have put together photos of Diana's husband here for everyone to see so you can make some amends on national television.
We're average together. And you know what the worst part is? He sent me a text during that segment, not watching because he actually works for a living. And
What
he said,
is up, Highway 20? Y'all, I gotta play. Let me see if I don't know if I put it on resume playing or not. I hope I put it on resume playing. If not, I'll remember the timestamp. Okay, I'm at 112, it says. Let's play Highway 20's drop. Because he's been missing. I was like, where's my stalker at? Because I hadn't seen my stalker in a while. What is up, Tierra? I can play your drop too while you're here. So y'all go subscribe to the Talk Me Through It podcast. Love them. Make sure y'all check their channel out, okay? Let me see if I can find that drop. There we go.
Would you rather find the love of your life or $11 million? Damn. Fuck that. I'm gonna take that $11 million and make her fall in love. She gonna love everything I buy. Just like that.
Alright, shout out to Tierra. Okay.
Video for you. This one is kind of wild. I'm over on Twitter, and the discussion today is Dianna Russini, former ESPN correspondent, I believe.
Alright, let me go back to where we were at. Oh yeah, and Pooh Man dropped the link to Theo Coop's channel, the Do Better podcast. Y'all, subscribe to Theo Coop. Subscribe. He is the most humble guy. He is so welcoming to everyone in the chat, anyone new. And he really, if you are a content creator, he really gives you the best advice. A lot of the things that I'm doing now is because of Theo Coop. So make sure you subscribe to Theo Coop, the Do Better podcast.
actually works for a living. And he said, good luck today, be great on Get Up. So the guy's got a heart of gold, and here I am on national TV killing him. Look, we're average together, but he makes me above average because he married me. So I am so sorry. I need to really stop killing my husband on television. I'm going to be divorced by Christmas.
So we got a few more of these clips with Dianna. Seems like she's another one of these women who overshare and likes to slight her husband in public. Here's another wild clip.
As soon as you said that, I thought of Steph Curry. Steph Curry and his wife, that whole incident.
Like, because I think when men propose, that's their wedding day. Like, that's when you guys are all in. It's not really all in for us yet. I think for women, the actual wedding day is the moment. So, I mean, Kev was all down for it. I was the one that was very skeptical. I was like, oh, I don't know. And at the time, I was working at ESPN, and I remember I was still working. And so the night before my wedding, I'm making calls, and I had a phone interview set up with Jimmy Garoppolo. And I remember Jimmy was great. He made like a funny joke, like, hey, it's night before your wedding. You sure you want to do this? And I'm thinking, like, of all the people in my life that I'm going to talk to the night before my wedding, the one guy my dad wanted me to, or my mom wanted me to marry was Jimmy Garoppolo. And he's calling me. Like, this is a sign.
Girl, you didn't marry no Jimmy Garoppolo.
I of course, did not marry Jimmy Garoppolo. And I think Kevin, I remember thinking.
And of course, these clips are great. But doing this content for a while, you start to get used to it. Hell, we just had the video of D.L. Hewley's daughter going viral, talking about how he married a nurse after letting Pookie in the dirty socks and slides bang her out. So it just seems nothing extraordinary. Just another woman oversharing and embarrassing her husband online. No big deal. Look at this tweet here back from 2020. Dianna says, I tossed and turned all night and I finally decided the Washington football team is going to stun the Seattle Seahawks and win 5 in a row. Someone responds, you need a boyfriend? Dianna responds, I tell my husband that all the time. Okay, here's another old clip.
Telling people that I need a boyfriend while you married, that is... I mean, I'm not saying that's the most insane thing because it is 2026. We've heard crazier things, I'm sure, but that's up there in the crazy department. Oh, and what's up, Daniel Cunningham, aka Cases and Cam? Y'all go subscribe to Cases and Cam, aka Daniel Cunningham, and subscribe to From the Black Couch, which I guess this is your new channel. You got in trouble again, I'm guessing. So subscribe to Black Couch X, formerly known as, let's see, From the Black Couch. What was your other channel? Couch 2.0 or Black Couch 2.0, and now we have Black Couch X. So y'all go subscribe to From the Black Couch. I have 0 subs. We're gonna change that today. I want to see, let's see, how many people are in here? I don't know how many people are in the chat, but y'all better go subscribe to Black Couch X, okay?
No, I did things in Miami I haven't even told my husband because it's just I had that much fun. It was well, not like that, but like I knew he would judge the kind of partying I was doing. I don't know what got into me. I just remember being down there acting like it was my last day on earth.
Here's another random clip of her talking about the saxophone.
This addresses your question about our dynamic. I asked her, well, why did you take up the saxophone? To which she responded, because it sounded like sex. To which I responded, we are so different.
I love Mina Kimes. Y'all know she's one of my favorite ESPN analysts. Love Mina Kimes. I love her responsiveness. We are so different. Even, like, I'm picking up on Mina Kimes' vibe. She's like, this is odd to be saying this.
What?
Very different.
It does sound like sex, though.
I thought it would be rebellious. I thought it was like a bad girl instrument.
You were like 12.
Well,
Mina Kimes is calling her out. She's like, you were 12. You were 12 thinking about this. When I was 12, I promise you, I was not thinking about that. That was the last thing on my mind. Who thinks of something like that?
It's like a very good, well-behaved Catholic schoolgirl. So it was, here's a way to get back at them. I'm going to play the saxophone. But then I wound up being pretty good at it.
Here's her husband, by the way. I found him on LinkedIn, Kevin Goldschmidt. She's called him average, but he's an executive for Shake Shack, the burger joint.
Now, this is the part I didn't know. So shout out Theo Coop for dropping this information. But I had no clue that her husband was like the executive for Shake Shack.
Right. Here's his resume. Vice President, Total Rewards and HR Technology. So I don't think he's Vice President of Shake Shack, but of some part of the HR department. But also at the same time, now that I'm thinking about this, of course, that wouldn't be as sexy as if she was, dating or having interactions with like a head football coach. Speaking of that, those clips are kind of wild, but we've seen that 1,000 times, just women oversharing, disrespecting their husband, even if it's unintentional. But it's wild that those clips came out at the same time that a shocking story is developing about Dianna Russini, who was obviously married, potentially, allegedly having an affair with Mike Vrabel, who's the head coach of the New England Patriots. Story came out a couple days ago. New England Patriots Mike Vrabel, NFL reporter Dianna Russini hold hands and hug at a luxurious hotel.
Shayla, y'all go subscribe to Freakin' Princess. She also has another channel, Moonlight. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Shayla. I love her. She's my favorite. She will make you laugh. The things that she says. She is not only funny in the chat, but she is funny when she is speaking to you. Like she's going to have the best roasts. I promise you.
Vrabel and Dianna Russini, a former anchor of ESPN, now holds the title of Senior NFL Insider for The Athletic, spotted 2 weekends ago at the Ambiente. I guess there's a couple pictures of them. They got a spy on them, which is wild enough. Dianna Russini and New England's head coach Mike Vrabel were snapped on what appears to be a roof of a private bungalow at the Ambient Resort in Sedona, Arizona. A Page 6 spy tells us that the pair, both married to other people, Coach Vrabel was married as well, had breakfast on the patio of the hotel around 10:30 on Saturday, March 28th, before spending a leisurely hour or so together at the pool and lounging side by side in a hot tub. Our spy spotted Vrabel and Russini again that evening on the private rooftop of one of the hotel's bungalows. Roofs are only accessible from the two-person bungalow, which costs up to $2,100 a night. Photos show the two hugging at sunset, weaving their fingers together as they stand face to face. The spy said they saw the pair briefly dance together. So that's word on the street.
The most wild part about these cheating rumors and allegations between Dianna Russini and Mike Vrabel is what I uncovered from 10 years ago. Let me just catch you up really quick before I get into that. So Page 6 had a spy that was lurking and surveying Dianna Russini and Mike Vrabel, who were spotted together at an adults-only private resort in Arizona.
So
Yes,
it
both
says
of them.
Page 6 spy. So this is what I was saying the other day. It would be interesting if they had someone who was not only like a private investigator, but also worked for paparazzi to drop these photos so that he could make big money. Sure enough, that's where this comes from.
Them are married to other people, and that is part of what made this story so salacious for Page 6. Here's some more images of them on a rooftop, which Page 6 reported this rooftop was only accessible from a two-person bungalow. But here's what I didn't know that came out over 10 years ago in 2015. I did not know that Dianna Russini had formerly been accused of having an affair. Much less, I didn't know it was a GM of an NFL team's wife that was accusing her of this.
So this is what Tiffany, shout out to Tiffany, but Tiffany was talking about this.
Wild tweet to put out there. Let me just say, the wife later apologized for this, and also ESPN defended Dianna. Both of them, Vrabel and Dianna, have come out with statements essentially saying there was a group of people and there's nothing to see here. And by group of people, I mean Dianna stated that there was a group of people that was also with them. They were not alone. However, Page 6 really did have a response for everything because they also captured this image. These two do go way back, though. Dianna first got the Tennessee Titans beat when Vrabel was building that program. Again, all of this is just accusations, albeit very wild ones. I just cannot understand why Page 6 had a spy at a secluded Arizona resort.
I can tell you why. For the money. You get paid top dollar to break this type of news. So, of course, they're going to have paparazzi spies go take these types of pictures because they want to be the first to break this news. This is what happened with Bill Belichick, y'all. This goes back to even O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson had someone climb his fence just to take a picture so they could be the first ones to release him in handcuffs. This goes way back, y'all. This has been going on for years. It's no surprise. They do it for the money.
To keep tabs on these two. Let me know what you think of this in the comments.
As I stated, the spy part was crazy enough, but this next clip that I'm going to play, it brings us deeper into the Russini Vrabel rabbit hole. And by all accounts, allegedly, there might have been some potential inside trader or inside sources from, of course, who might have been inside Russini.
Mac, it was confirmed that this came from Page 6. So Page 6 spy, and this is what I was explaining earlier. So Page 6 had not only somebody who probably had experience as a private investigator, but he's basically paparazzi, like a private investigator paparazzi, is who broke it. So it wasn't one of the spouses. It was confirmed it was Page 6. But how did they get the information of where they were going to be at? You know, there are things where you could question, did one of the spouses get involved to help break this type of news? Who knows?
I'll let you guys figure it out.
Athletic NFL insider, Dianna Russini.
Now, shout out to this is the clip that I played for y'all the other day, but he also reacted to this clip, so this is very helpful to see this again.
having an affair with New England Patriots head coach Mike Vrabel. Isn't that interesting? They're at a very private resort. Yes. The only access to the rooftop where they are canoodling is through a 2-person, 1-bed bungalow because it's a very romantic, private, expensive hotel.
1 bed.
Their fingers are interlocked. I've hugged a lot of people in my day, Tyrone. Yeah. Some of them women. I have never done the interlocking hands and fingers unless I was, having sexual relations with the woman.
I don't think I have that drop on here. Y'all, okay, you got to go see the video that I just dropped. Okay, so it was from the previous live of us reacting to this, but in that video, I had the Bill Clinton, I did not have sexual relations with that woman. I have that in that video. I should have had it prepared today, and I didn't. I didn't have it prepared today. Like I said, I fumbled on having my play call sheet ready, and now I fumbled on this. But oh well, we keep it pushing. But yeah, in that video, if y'all go watch it, I have some funny drops in that.
Defense or excuse was those pictures are totally taken out of context. We were with 6 other people on a vacation. Where are the other people? Which then begs to mind, what's one of the biggest offseason stories in the NFL? And it's the possibility that A.J. Brown's going to be traded from the Philadelphia Eagles to the New England Patriots. Well, who's the only reporter that's really been reporting that for the last month and a half?
Dianna Russini.
Oh, interesting.
Non-stop.
Where would Dianna Russini have gotten the inside information about New England wanting to trade for A.J. Brown? Inquiring minds. Oh, that's right. The guy she's allegedly banging. Right. Might be feeding her that type of information. I think one of their spouses might have had a private detective trailing them.
So,
Why would
it was later confirmed it was Page 6 spy who got these pictures and broke the news. So it wasn't a private investigator that we know of that came from one of these spouses.
Somebody standing on their private bungalow rooftop taking photographs of these 2 knuckleheads?
Well, you know why? You know why?
Because one of the spouses might have hired a private detective to do exactly what he or she just did.
And take everything.
And I got this article here from The Spun. It goes back to the comments that were just made by the previous gentleman where he talks about them, Vrabel and Russini, denying the allegations. Both deny speculation. Any suggestion otherwise is laughable, says Vrabel. The Athletic and New York Times defend Russini, citing misleading photos in public context. I guess that Russini is trying to say, like the gentleman said, that they weren't exclusively there at that hotel resort, that it was actually a group of them. And this is what Mike Vrabel told New York Post. These photos show a complete innocent interaction, and any suggestion otherwise is laughable. This doesn't deserve any further response.
I don't know about that, y'all. I don't know. When your hands are interlocking like that you can't explain that. Like, would you do that? CDT Beats, you're the perfect person to ask. Would you allow Sarah to have photos like that, interlocking hands with another man? Would you allow that even if it's just friends? I mean, I don't know about all that, y'all. I don't know.
Don't represent the group of 6 people who were hanging out during the day, Russini said, and most journalists in the NFL, reporters interact with sources away from the stadium and other venues. So they're saying, hey, it wasn't me. Not that it wasn't them, but they're saying that it was all platonic, them being in that romantic resort, all the beautiful backgrounds into the mountains and things like that. So I don't know, bro. I really don't.
I don't believe you.
But just going off some of the comments that she made about her husband, who knows? But I still have another clip here.
Dianna Russini has one move and one move only. And that is to own it. Own it. Because you can't deny this. I know initially that's what you've come out, you played this down. Vrabel's done it too. But the internet has been doing its thing all day. Clips are coming out, you trashing your husband. Actually, you're not even trashing him. You're just saying you're married to an average guy. Nothing wrong with that at all. Now these comments and shit you've said about Vrabel or to Vrabel look very suspicious. Like, we're not stupid. We're just not that fucking stupid. Nobody is going to believe this bullshit story that you started to muster up where you and some friends ran into him and some friends at a hotel that's $2,100 a night, that's known for its romantic getaways, and is scenic as fuck. Nobody's believing it. But you know what people would believe, especially after you've said it and tweeted it? Like, you're married to somebody that you're probably really bored with. Your kids are wearing you down, like you've said. You want to feel young again. And you started fucking around. It's not right. It's not right. But it's not uncommon. That's just the fucked up truth and reality in the world we live in. I'm no expert in PR, that's for damn sure, but that would be my advice.
Old tweets is old tweets, and women
Y'all,
out here
I have the
embarrassing their
drop.
husband.
I found it. Okay, I got it. I got my Bill Clinton drop. Let me find out where I was at, because... Okay, 12, 11, okay. I got to get the sound for me so I can hear it as well.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
I gotta edit it some more. I gotta put it to the quality that I need it to be for it to play better. Oh, what's up, Cree Cree? Y'all go subscribe to Go Cree Cree and subscribe to Jay Walker as well. Let's see. Where's Jay Walker? But yeah, subscribe to Jay Walker, aka Juice Drops Entertainment. Make sure you guys subscribe to her. Let's see. What else are y'all saying? Okay, so CDT said, heck no. So CDT would not allow Mrs. CDT to have interlocking hands with another man. And I believe that. I believe that. If she owned it, it would, I would respect her a lot more. Be like, yeah, I did it, and what? I mean, can she own it, though? Can they own it? Because, I mean, then you start jeopardizing your career. I get why she didn't, especially her. I get why if she didn't want to own it. But we all know what it is. We not blind.
That's one thing. But to be sleeping with a head coach on top of being a female reporter, don't even want to go down that road again. Seems like we were just down that. Joy Taylor.
That big rack of hers that she showed off constantly. That peanut butter skin.
And I could play on the way out. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. Compilation of more things that she said.
I'm married to someone average. I don't post a lot about them. If I was married to someone beautiful, I'd overpost too.
You know who lets me know my marriage is falling apart? My mom. So that's good.
Oh, does she?
Oh, yeah.
Really? What did she say?
Walk over here.
My husband said 2 words to me. He's an Eagles fan. And I'm like, this can't be a thing. Like, I don't want to be the household that is shaped by the result of a football game.
I was like, he doesn't seem as stressed this year. She's like, you know what? I'm starting to think he's got a girlfriend. And you know what? Good for him. Like, A, grow up. B, you're a father. Is there something outside football that drives Mike Vrabel nuts?
Yes.
That he's a very large human being and can be very intimidating. What's been the best part of your birthday so far today?
Yeah. Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or...
That would be disrespectful, and that did not happen.
So shout out to Was the King to God, because he even mentioned the other day, he was like, this reminds me of the Coldplay concert. So here is more on that from Cam Newton.
First down! Fire moment of the week. What do we have here? Well, we got 2 people that got hit with a scandal. Mike Vrabel, coach of
the New England Patriots, and Dianna Russini, reporter, both got caught with a secret situation, okay? They're accused of having an affair, and currently they are both married, all right? They have denied the claims so far. So, Cam, man, as we have pictures of the two hugged up, seeming like they on vacay or vacay, woo! Our IP told them to stay away. So we gotta hear this because Russini has said on multiple occasions negative things about her husband, all right?
It's for 12 days. I'm not going to sleep. I'm not going to eat. My family's going to hate me. My husband's going to threaten divorce. But we've signed up for this. This, I didn't sign up. I was not ready. And we're getting divorced at the end of the year.
Right. Stop. Breaking news.
Why would you joke about that on TV?
It's hard. We're going through it.
Sorry, Kev.
Dianna with the
Press pause right there, Peggy, because
here we go. Fellas, you know that you are cooked if your woman, if your lady, if your dame publicly disrespects you. You are cooked, fried, sauteed, souffled, blackened, charbroiled. It don't matter. You are cooked. That's when you need to control.
Great comment, Mac. Great comment. It's clear why she joked about it. It's not so subtle. A not so subtle way of saying she's married, but open for business. Truth. Of course, Cam had to say something. Of course he did, right?
And delete yourself out of that situation. Because if she publicly embarrasses you, what do you think that's going to happen intimately?
Your dame causing you shame.
Your dame causing you shame. Hold on, sisters. Hold on. Just give us a moment, because we got to get some straightening. Straightening. Woo. Because listen, this was when, Peggy?
This was before the allegation.
This was, but there's multiple.
Oh, multiple, yeah.
There's multiple clips where she has went public, on air, live, red button press, red button blinking. She know
I can't
that.
remember which one of y'all said it. It could have been Pooh Man. But Cam Newton's father was a pastor. So, of course, Cam kind of, I think, picked up on that in his language. Because with his tone, I should say, with his tone. Because he definitely projects his voice.
We know that everybody know that a lot of people are watching it. Including, guess who? Her husband.
Yeah. And we're not saying the fella's right.
No.
We got to put a disclaimer.
We are not saying that Mike Vrabel is right.
Now, I will say this, Erroneous. I don't think we should put it all on the women. Men play a part too. It takes two to tango, right? It takes two. So we can't just put it all on the women. Like, some of it's married men too. This is why workplace affairs happen all the time, because you see each other constantly, and married people have affairs. I mean, tell as old as time. But to say it's just on the women, I don't think that's necessarily fair, because it's on the men too.
And Dianna Russini is wrong. But what I'm saying is, as we do our mental check-ins with our brothers, we gotta let them know, bruh, your last line of defense for any relationship to work, when your woman, your dame, your lady, your better half starts to publicly embarrass you, you're chewed.
Yeah.
Spit out.
Over with.
It's
tobacco.
Flatline.
Yeah.
I see what you did with that, Peggy.
Come on.
Huh?
Yeah.
I see what you did.
Just a little snuff.
Because I don't condone adultery.
No. Yeah.
That ain't no crime?
Yes, it ain't a legal crime, but yeah.
It ain't no legal crime, but let me just go ahead and tell y'all. It could lead to a crime. it can lead to crimes. And we're going to see that later on when we get into that Sherrone Moore body cam. Y'all stick around because we're going to get into that body cam from Sherrone Moore. I got that for us. So, y'all, I mean, it can lead to crimes if you have affairs. What's up, Elsie? Good to see you.
A great book.
Yeah,
so some of y'all want to go off to some bylaws and the other ones don't want to go about other bylaws.
Yeah.
But it was mighty interesting to start to put two and two together. Because, man, they even had to ask, hey, man, Adam Schefter, can you co-sign this?
Whoosh, you caught that too. You caught that too. Okay, yeah. Cam Newton don't condone adultery. Ain't that something?
Hey, man, where is she getting this information
from?
And all of a sudden, Peggy, some of the pictures.
That little close, the little hand holding, hugging, and laying by the pool. That ain't no cell phone footage. That's an eye in the sky. That's the investigator.
And again, it was confirmed. This did come from Page 6, a Page 6 spy. So someone who is paparazzi that has probably private investigator background.
That's some Sherlock Holmes. Inspector Gadget.
Oh, you got the iPads.
You got the iPad.
Hey, shout out Inspector Gadget. Speaking of Inspector Gadget, if y'all have not checked out CDT Beats' Inspector Gadget beat, y'all go check that out. That one is amazing.
But that's one of these right here.
Nah, heck nah. That's the...
Got him. That's one of them got him, yeah.
Because the sources say, Peggy, that was a private investigator.
Yeah, it's a spy. But even if it to get to that point, somebody got to be on your trail, okay? You know what I'm saying? This ain't the first occasion. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you a bold brother, Vrabel.
And here's what I was saying, too, with the Page 6 spy, the paparazzi spy. My thing is how did he know they were going to be there? So I'm wondering, now I'm starting to wonder, did one of the spouses tip him off? But even if a spouse tipped him off, that could be risky if a spouse was to do that, because that can create a whole other web of problems. So I don't know if a spouse did get involved in this, but wouldn't that be something if they did?
I'm saying to myself, hold on. The owner, the player, and the coach. What are you talking about,
Yeah,
Cam?
what you talking about now?
Is this the Patriot way, ladies and gentlemen?
Break it down for us.
Okay, make it make
sense.
Am I being petty? Yes. But it's all entertainment. Let us not forget our good dear friend, a member of the culture that's not of the culture, but has been accepted by the culture, been done past certain things with Meek Mill, certain prison reform and things like that with him and Michael Rubin and all us. I tip my hat out to the brother, played for the brother, huh?
Yeah.
Good guy.
Yeah.
But Robert Crash. Oh my goodness, he got his pass in the parlors now.
Okay, and wasn't no ice cream parlor either.
And I'm trying to understand how did TMZ not get that footage?
That money
I'm still scratching my head. I gotta go through all the head of like, bruh, who was his lawyer? Cause that got what's the term they use in the court of law?
What?
When the case is sealed.
Oh yeah, that's a sealed case.
I said, man, how in the world? I couldn't wait to see the body cam footage of him coming out of one of them parlors.
Damn, them pockets a little different.
I wanted to see who he chose. Look, I'm getting too deep.
Yeah, you get to me.
Okay.
Let's start with the owner.
The owner.
Or the Patriots way.
The Patriot way. Now you say, Cam, who's the player? Stephon Diggs had him all way now.
Oh, that's hilarious. He said, he just too animated for me. Calm your big ASS down, Cam. Oh, man. Erroneous, that's hilarious. It's the truth. It's true though. He is very animated. Like I said, it's the pastor kid in him.
The brother waited for the biggest moment of all of sports domestically, the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have my main thing, my side thing, and my everything all at the game.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna have my girl at Section
Yeah,
8.
I'm going to make a video. I'm going to make a video of Cam Newton compared to a pastor. I'm going to make that a video. Okay? Y'all don't take the idea from me now. Because I said it here first. Okay? But I'm going to make a comparison of Cam Newton to a few pastors. Because it's the same. He breaks this news like he's giving a sermon.
My other shindig at Section B, and then I got another one in the suite.
They thing.
Huh?
Uh-huh.
So there's always been a Patriot way.
And then now you got
and now Vrabel, he tipping his head just knowing, boy, y'all, don't wait. Hold on.
Let me join the
Don't trip. Watch this. What they say? Hold my beer.
Exactly.
I'm about to one up all y'all.
Then you got Magic Mike and Dirty Dianna. Huh? Come on now. They over there doing, they getting busy.
That's the real Magic Mike.
That's the real
Magic Mike Vrabel.
That's the Dirty Dianna Mike was talking about.
Cause what were they, Peggy?
But I heard they was 2 hours away from the coaches' meeting. So they was out in a place in Arizona, a little getaway. She was supposed to be on a girls' trip. Obviously, he was at a coaches' meeting, the meetup. But
they had this planned out.
Hello.
Goodbye. And I'm about to go on and close the book.
What's up?
Because right now, they've always been in cahoots. And I done seen a lot of pictures of my day, Peggy. I done hugged a lot of women in my day, Peggy. I done always been in a situation where there was respect and there was always me aiming at somebody's neck. 2 different energies.
Yeah.
Right there, he aiming at a neck.
That's a neck right there.
That's a look.
Because how do you explain holding hands like
Look
this?
how he chilling. Look how he's sticking his stomach up at the bottom. Man, listen.
Hey.
If I'm analyzing this film right here, the interlocking of the hands telling everything.
That's a coach's
I done shook a lot of women's hands in my day.
Break it down like you analyzing game footage here.
The only time I interlock, we interlock.
We locked in.
Huh?
Get him every time.
The only thing interlocking, man, that is the only listen.
Hey.
Then I'm saying, look, that type of posture right there at the pool.
At the pool posture.
She's smiling like, yeah.
He leaning back like this
I'm
a
gonna
regular.
get another one there.
We got away with another.
He looking at it like, man, I can't wait for these chicken tenders to hit these quesadillas. Hey, bring me on my sky. Matter of fact, give me a bill too to chase it down.
Yeah, they don't deny their claims, but boy, you can't deny.
They don't deny.
You can't deny these pictures.
But I mean, look, I ain't condoning nothing. I ain't doggone being a person that's gonna feed into your issues. But Mike, for you to be the coach, and you to understand this is the type of foul play that you got going on. I wouldn't call it foul play, I'll call it cold play. Don't let that fly over your head, dreads.
Watch out for the context.
It's some cold play.
It's some cold play.
Right now.
Got caught on the kissing can.
Oh my goodness. Fat Mike, Magic Mike. Understand, brother, you gotta identify the mic, brother. You gotta find those safeties because they blitzing, brother.
Something I just thought about, y'all. Sometimes hotel workers, like if they catch any celebrity like this or someone of status, sometimes those hotel workers will leak the information. This is why don't publicly, if you are someone of status, don't go out and publicly cheat. Because I promise you, there is going to be a hotel worker, there's going to be a fan that maybe sees you out in public. Someone's going to catch you. And they're going to leak it to the paparazzi for some money. I know I would. I ain't even going to hold you. I won't hold you. Let's see, who could I use as an example? Let's say that I caught... Now, I'm not going to use one of my favorite coaches as an example. I ain't going to do that. Who's not my favorite coach here? I'll just use Urban Meyer, for example. Even though he caught up in his own scandal. But let's use, or Jim Harbaugh. I don't like Jim Harbaugh either. I'll use Jim Harbaugh as an example. Let's say that I caught Jim Harbaugh cheating. I'm so 100% leaking that photo. I'm 100% leaking that photo because I'm going to make me some money. Not only do I not like you as a coach, but I also can make some money off of this. 100%. I'm doing it. Now, if it was someone that I like, I probably wouldn't do that. Now that I think about it, I probably keep my mouth shut. But if it's a coach I don't like, yeah, I'm leaking that. Why am I coach? People around here know that I do not like Jim Harbaugh because of Michigan, because of what he did at Michigan. So people know that I'm not too kind when it comes to Jim Harbaugh. Chelsea never gonna let that go. Never gonna let that go. You already know, Pooh Man.
Time, pull that phone up, Peggy.
What's up?
Anytime you out there doing...
3 a.m. Nah, you got me started now, 3 a.m. No, I'm mad because he cheated his way to the top. He was on the hot seat at Michigan, and it was said if he did not win a championship that year, he was going to be fired. So I think he knew, well, I'm gonna lose my job either way, so let me just cheat my way to the top, and then I can leave college football, go get a head coaching job in the NFL, and everything will be fine and dandy. He left Michigan in shambles, y'all. He left Michigan with a ton of scandals. He probably knew about that Sherrone affair, if I'm being honest with you. Who knows how long that had been going on, but he probably knew about it. But all the cheating scandals, even with his own career there, I'm not a fan. Not a fan. And he got a 10-year show cause put on him. So if he was to ever get fired in the NFL, he cannot return to college football until that 10-year show cause is up. So I do not like Jim Harbaugh one bit. Oh, what's up, Blue? Good to see you here. Y'all, see? 3 a.m. 3 a.m. You see what you did there? You made me rant. You made me go on my little Jim Harbaugh rant.
You little thing yet? Hey, man. Go over there. Come on, man. We can't be seen in the same spot. Hey, man, delete the picture.
Come on, man.
Man, I done been known to delete the whole iCloud.
And then go through the trash and delete that too.
Go to recently deleted and delete that.
Come on, man.
Where your eyeballs at, brother?
Come on, brother.
You done got zero blitz and you ain't even care. Understand when they sending the zero blitz. You gotta find them. Slide the protection. Huh? So you can be protected. Ain't no way in the world you supposed to get caught like that, Magic Mike.
Yeah, shouldn't have got caught like that. Blitz, Bama, Blitz. Y'all, Blitz, Bama, Blitz. Moving on to Speakeasy because they discussed this as well. And Speakeasy actually has a clip that I have not seen anyone else play that I really like. And they have some great thoughts. Usually I'm not a big fan of Speakeasy, like they get on my nerves, but they had some really good thoughts on this.
Sports this week. Dianna Russini and Mike Vrabel's situation, okay? The photos were reportedly shopped around before the New York Post published the story. TMZ confirmed that they were offered the images for 4 figures by an anonymous photographer. Also, another
What did I tell you guys? People are like so shocked. How did they get there? Why would they do that? For the money. It's not surprising. These paparazzis do it all the time. And I think it was CDT Beats earlier. He said that he watched some show that talked about the dark side of the paparazzi. They're willing to do anything to break this news, to get that picture, because you get paid big time for that. So that's why, for the money.
has surfaced of the two, this one of them sitting at a bar. Vrabel said these photos show a completely innocent interaction, and any suggestion otherwise is laughable. This doesn't deserve any further response. Dianna Russini responded and saying the photos don't represent the group of 6 people who were hanging out during the day. Like most journalists in the NFL, reporters interact with sources away from stadiums and other venues. It seems as if they're saying that this is just a platonic situation. Acho, you are the master of this type of situation. I mean, just extremely well versed.
Just ask the question.
I mean, dude, you are
just ask
an expert of all experts.
The question.
Like if 33
The question!
Adept. You're a Hall of Famer in this one. Like nowhere near like the NFL expertise. But anyway,
you can mute his mic.
Acho,
anyway.
how do we feel about this situation and these statements?
Bruh, you know the craziest thing to me is like, in this situation, if you are, I think Russini and
Part of
Vrabel.
their Discord. I need to join it. I didn't realize they had a Discord. I know that Nightcap has a Discord, but I didn't realize Speakeasy. I should have known Speakeasy had a Discord, but I need to join that.
I think retreat, figure out what you're going to say, figure out your statement, and then make the statement. But I think a lot of the tension right now, you saw Dianna Russini put out a tweet today, had 2.9 thousand comments.
Oh, yeah. And just for context, what they were talking about when Care Bear said that Acho had a lot of experience in this, he's referring to that whole Joy Taylor incident, which is what Coop brought up in that video that I played earlier.
Jeez. Just 2.9 thousand comments, and none of them were in regards to the article. Everyone was just spamming. Everyone was just memeing. Crazy enough to me, this hasn't blown over. Like, that's actually what's most surprising about this Russini and Vrabel situation is usually when something happens, there's 24 hours. Trey, you know better than anybody. You run social. Like, there's about 24 hours of, like, you are in the news cycle. But by the next day, something else has happened. The Bachelor has a controversy. Some NBA players significantly hurt. Some All-Stars out. Some NFL player might be in trouble with the law. But the fact that, like, this situation is really taking up the entirety of the week really speaks to whoever sold those photos and the timing of those photos. Because this
Browns say they're seeking trades for Myles Garrett. I was waiting for this, y'all. I was waiting because I've been saying that right now we can't say that Myles Garrett will get traded because the organization was in contact with Adam Schefter, and Adam Schefter said that there's no way they were trading him. They shut down all those rumors, but I said, let's wait and see what happens. Let me look. Okay, it says mixed signals continue as to whether Myles Garrett will be traded. I'm not seeing anything confirmed yet. Myles Garrett costing himself $1 million. Let's see. I'm trying to find a headline that says they're seeking a trade. Okay, so from what I'm seeing, nothing is confirmed yet with that. So, no confirmation on Myles Garrett being traded still. So, that, as far as we know, it's still shut down from the Browns organization.
Happened to my knowledge prior to March Madness, yet it drops in the middle of this dead zone. No March Madness. We're not in the playoffs or the playing games yet. So to me, like, this was very strategic.
Well, I think it's a very clear situation of obviously someone is out to get Dianna Russini or Mike Vrabel.
Okay, thank you, Willie. It's a lie. He said, no way, no how, stop the cap. Okay, thank you, Willie, for that confirmation.
Me, it's interesting because the photos are taken from such a far distance away, like we talked about yesterday. Clearly, you were saying yesterday a PI probably got this. Maybe it's a photographer that was just looking for an inside scoop. Maybe this photographer saw them at, Combine Week and saw, they're a little friendly, maybe we should take a look deeper in to see if this is something more. Like I said, I not seeing them have kissing or anything more intimate than just a handhold and then like laying next to each other, not holding hands or anything like that. I think it could just be a situation of them being friends, like them being friendly and whatnot. They like
friendly. There's levels to it, right? You can be, friends and keep it platonic, whatever you want to say. But then there's overly friendly. There's overly friendly to where you are flirting with this person and you're testing the waters. I think that's what that was. That was overly friendly. If that, I mean, it like, I'm thinking it's more, right? But if you want to get on the friendly level, like, of this, they're at an all-time high with that friendly level.
She's got to be talking to this dude how many times during the NFL season? Talking to coaches how many times? It might just be a situation where they're friends, guys. Why y'all looking at me like this?
Yo, because you're wild. Bruh, people on Twitter have to be stopped.
This was in the responses to Dianna Russini's tweet today. Address me.
Y'all are crazy.
Yeah, no, the elephant in the room didn't need to be addressed.
I mean, but here's my thing. Like,
Kieran's tripping though.
You do. Go ahead, Kieran.
I'm tripping.
No, you could cook, but Kieran's tripping.
Tripping on what?
Saying that like interlocking fingers is not taking it too far as a married man and woman is insane, bro. I have several homegirls that I have never and would never interlock fingers with. Not even to pray. We're gonna do our normal church handhold, and we're gonna get this prayer off, and that's it. We're not interlocking fingers. We're definitely
like, you know, if you were in like a prayer circle or whatever. I'm not interlocking fingers with a married man. Ain't no way.
Not laying poolside topless, shirt off, love handles and all.
Yeah.
And we're also not giving a two-hand pelvis to pelvis hug. It's just not. That is not acceptable behavior for married individuals.
That's your line that you
crossed. Oscar, y'all go subscribe. I said it earlier, but go subscribe to the Next Level Sports Lounge. I was a guest on their live the other night. I was up late, man. I was up late. I ain't gonna lie. I was up late. They had me talking. But it was fun. It was a good time. At first, it started off crazy, though. I won't hold you. It started off crazy. I was like, what did I get myself into? But then later on, throughout the show, it got better. But at first, I was like, what did I get myself into?
Some things are objectively just wrong, bro.
Or at least objectively questionable.
I'll give you that.
You feel me?
Like,
at least objectively questionable. Because I think to Trey's point, it's like everybody gets down differently how they get down.
You don't do that. But there's levels to like the friendliness. Like I said, like you could be friends, platonic. But then if you are overly flirty and testing the waters, which I think that's what that was. If we just want to say that it's like, you know, friendly, that was way overly friendly. Interlocking hands. Being poolside with each other, only you two, the whole time. The only thing we see is you two together throughout these series of photos. That's a problem. That ain't. I ain't buying it. And CDT, he said, nah, that ain't it. And I'm telling you, I asked CDT earlier. I was like, CDT, would you be cool with your wife interlocking hands with another man? He said, heck no. Well, he said something more. He said some more things other than that, but I'm paraphrasing. But he said, heck no. And if you know CDT, y'all go subscribe to CDT. You'll find out how he is. He ain't playing that game. He ain't playing that game when it comes to his wife.
If you're doing it in private, then the question is just why.
Yeah.
So why not have just done that at the Biltmore Hotel in Phoenix, where all the meetings were taking place? Mm-hmm. Like, why not just lay out at the pool at the Biltmore?
Because they're both on vacation at the same spot, and they happen to see each other, and it's like, okay, cool, what's up, dog?
Not even in church. Not even in church, y'all. Not even in church. For real though. Not even in church. Like I said, if you know Trey over there at the far end running the chat, the computer or whatever. He said not even in a prayer circle would I be interlocking hands with another woman. I mean, it's the truth. You just do not do that.
Why are we acting like grown folks aren't grown?
Because that could really happen. They doing a good job of covering it up if they really are out there.
Are they? They got caught. What the hell's good about this
Some
cover-up.
weirdo took a picture from.
But here's where you now become
Now
wrong.
he's a weirdo because he's doing his job.
Here's where, Kieran, here's where I
you
think...
take pictures of people? Like, if I told you right now, go take a picture of someone from 780 meters away, are you doing it?
But
Okay, I won't lie to y'all. If you are someone of status and you can make money off of that, that's not weird. That's not, to me, that's not weird. Well, it depends on the type of photos, right? If you taking some inappropriate ones now, that's a different story. But if it's just something like what he caught throughout those series of photos, like them poolside, interlocking hands, that's okay. Because that's their job. That's how they make big money off of that. I don't agree with it when it comes to the kids, though. Leave the kids out of it. That's where I draw the line, is if it's something with kids. I don't like that one bit. But if you are someone of status behaving inappropriately, the public has a right to know.
I literally would not be in this seat right now if I didn't take pictures of people. I was, am, and probably forever will be a photographer.
Hold up. Without their consent or knowledge of you taking their picture.
But that's the job. That was the job. That was the person was a spy.
It's TMZ.
I've never been paparazzi. I don't necessarily.
Here's I think what we're omitting is they told them to go take the pictures, and there was actually a picture worth being taken. That's the math, Kieran. Like, you could be right until you got to exit right there. It's like, no, somebody said, hey, follow either Vrabel or follow Russini and see what you see. And you actually saw something. So it's if they was at the Biltmore, if they was
That's true. That's true.
Like,
she doesn't, I'll be honest. Given the interviews that have come out the past couple of days.
What interviews?
Dianna Rossini's interviews. Haven't seen these?
Now, this is what I was saying also. Goes back to the hotel workers. Goes back to people in the public who are fans. If they catch you behaving inappropriately and they can get a photo and leak it for some money, they're going to do it. You don't, stop cheating in public. If you are someone of status, stop cheating in public.
I'll pull up one of them. There's just numerous things that she said maybe about her husband on different. You said what?
I don't like where this is headed.
Yeah, okay, so there's just
Taylor,
numerous...
what happened?
No, I did things in Miami I haven't even told my husband because it's just I had that much fun. It was well, not like that, but like
there was that comment. There was also another one where she said her husband was average in a joking way about it and whatnot. I think optically it doesn't look.
Okay, thank you, Mac. Thank you for dropping that in my Discord, and thank you, Pooman, for letting me know. I'll check it out.
So look, this right here. There's also a comment that she made about her husband or needing a boyfriend.
Someone average. I don't post a lot about him. If I was married to someone beautiful, I'd overpost too.
That doesn't seem nice.
That hurt. And keep keying about it. But see, I have to agree.
You're the married man.
I am the married man. And I have to agree with Acho because I'll answer that in a second. But if the photographer was tasked with following, and he followed, and he got there, and they were sitting at the table with coffee and exchanging notes and looking like she was doing her job, he might have taken a picture, but she wouldn't have 2,900 comments under a tweet that has nothing to do with what she tweeted about because of this. You see what I'm saying? So I agree with your point.
Pooman, it was confirmed. Now, this is the thing, y'all. And I'll restart the first part of the video over again so y'all can hear it. It was confirmed that this came from a paparazzi. It was from Page 6. They gave the amount of money that he received. So it was from a paparazzi. But my guess is this guy had to have a background in private investigative work to get that type of photos, unless he works there. But yeah, it was confirmed that it did come from Page 6. A Page 6 spy is what they labeled it as, which is just, paparazzi spy.
Wholeheartedly. Now, you said, what would I do if my wife was talking like this? Kieran, that's what you asked? If my wife was talking like this? Babe, you can't be in front of camera no more. We got to get you. Yeah, we got to take that mic. That mic got to be silenced, and we got to have a serious conversation about how you really feel about me. Because that is crazy. I tell my husband all the time that I need a boyfriend.
Right.
That is where, I mean, you way out of line for that one. Way out of pocket on that one. If you're saying these types of things to the public, and I'm with Trey on that, take the mic away. Mute the mic. Take it away from her. But what is up, D? Y'all, D is a part of Talk Me Through It podcast. So Tiara and D run that podcast, Talk Me Through It. Y'all go check them out. Make sure you're subscribed over there. We love it over there.
Things in Miami that I don't want to talk about?
Maybe that. So look, this is my thing. Maybe that's their dynamic.
It can't be.
Maybe she
can't be, because if it was, she would be
more
forthcoming with it. She would be transparent about it.
Well, you're not gonna be transparent to the public eye about that.
Will and Jada do it.
Well, she did.
And you seen Red Table Talk?
That's true.
They talk about entanglements and
Will
all
got dragged into that reluctantly. She was the one that talked about. I'm seeing a pattern.
Yeah,
Here's my NFL honors next year. Dianna
Will should
Russini
have never
husband
let
goes.
that fly. But you could tell in that, if you guys remember that interview, you could kind of tell Will was bothered by Jada labeling it a entanglement.
Like slaps Mike Vrabel across the face. Like what is wouldn't surprise anyone.
Let me ask y'all this, because y'all have been not on Twitter longer than I have, but like as a fan, as whatever, as running social. How do y'all think Russini resurfaces or should? Like social trade. Let me start with you, because you be running socials. Like, what is the best way in your mind for Russini to resurface?
Ooh-wee. She got to go under a rock for a while. And I'm no PR expert. I'm a social guy. I'm a social media head. But
y'all, this is a hot take. I was fine with what Will Smith did. I thought that was commendable. I didn't like the fact that it had to be for Jada, though. Like, I don't think, was Jada really worth defending? Probably not. But I thought that was commendable. If I would want a man to defend me and protect me the way that Will Smith did. Jada, she takes that for granted. She should not take that for granted. But yeah, I thought that was great for Will Smith to defend his wife like that, and want respect for her. But that's an unpopular take. That's my hot take on that.
I'm no PR expert, but to do the damage control, you got to go under a rock. That couple we saw, they're actually getting memed. Vrabel and Russini are getting memed over him. The couple that was hugged up at the concert and got put on the Jumbotron.
The Coldplay concert.
Yes.
Yeah.
We haven't heard anything from them.
Yeah, up until last week, the woman sat down with Oprah.
Oh, really?
I didn't even know that. Later.
I didn't even know that. But 4 months, she was under a rock. He's been under a rock. Sometimes you just got to go into hiding. Be reclusive. Mind your business, tend to your family, focus all your energy and effort in maintaining or repairing
you should
that.
do a video on that. There was another video too that I wanted you to cover too. What was this? I'll try to think of it later. But since we're talking about Will and Jada, you should do a video on their relationship.
Whatever that looks like, and just stay out of the limelight. I would be in public as infrequently as possible.
Stephanie, what's up? I was talking about you earlier, girl. I said, because it got into how Dianna Russini had been accused another time of this type of behavior. I got into what you were talking about with that. So shout out to you for bringing that up.
I would be posting on social media as infrequently as possible within the ability to keep my job and those types of things, but you gotta hide.
Well, I don't think she has to hide. I think it's a situation where they're both gonna say it's a non-story, and they're just gonna continue going about their day the same way that it is. They're gonna have questions answered. There's gonna be memes about it, but also they're gonna say it's a non-story. They're gonna handle whatever they need to handle internally with their families, and we're just gonna move past it.
But here's the other thing. Here's what we're not taking into account, and this is the fascinating part. You then need your husband and your wife to play ball.
This is what I was saying too. Is and I'm so glad that Acho brought this up. Y'all know I don't always agree with these guys. They get on my nerves. But he was right about this part. If they are going to publicly say that this isn't giving the full context. There was a group involved. All the things that they've been making statements about, right? If they're going to say that, the spouses have to play ball. Are the spouses willing to play ball? That's what I'm curious about. So far, I think they're playing ball because I haven't seen a spouse speak out and say, nah, they're lying. Something was up with that. I haven't seen it yet. So far, I think they are playing ball.
Yeah. You feel me?
That's
Because
what I think that's what they're
you said
running.
you said they're going to handle it internally. You assuming this wasn't
That's
kosher,
the focus,
right?
though.
You now though need your husband and your wife to be like, hey, I need you to lie with me, and I need you to lie for me.
Yeah.
Like
If they're lying.
That's my point. Assuming it's not kosher.
If they're not lying though, like it's a horrible look. They're already gonna have to answer those questions regardless.
But crazy enough,
her husband now with all of
but
this
here's the thing,
is going to
crazy
have
enough, the spouses could put an end to all of this.
Yeah.
The spouses could be like, oh no,
They're actually the only ones.
They're the only ones. We do dinner with the Vrabels all the time. Like the spouses, her husband could come out on camera, on Twitter, and be like, hey y'all, I know y'all gotten y'all jokes off.
Yeah, this could have been ended, yeah.
But like the husband could come out and just be like, I know y'all got your jokes off, all the things. We're all friends, we're all family. We were
Can we
actually
be honest
there.
though? Can we be honest?
Talk to me.
That's turning into another conversation.
It is.
They're gonna be like, oh, so y'all got pineapples in your yard. That's what. That's what it's gonna sound like.
And also that window.
To dead it.
Yeah, I agree with that. But that window is closing.
I know that Care Bear means something funny by that, but I just don't get the joke by saying something with the pineapples in the yard. I don't get it, but I think I know what he's insinuating there. Kind of like some Will and Jada type of mess, I'm assuming is what he means by pineapples in the yard. I don't know. I could be wrong. Y'all know that I be getting my education from Cree. Half the stuff I've learned came from Cree because I didn't know. I ain't even gonna get into all I didn't know until I was over at Cree's channel.
That window is closing. It's already closed.
Like it's like by the time we are finished with the show tonight, that window is going to be closed.
Yeah.
Because why would you let me be held at the stake for this long and you didn't say anything? If you knew you had the power to change this and you've let it go on for 24, 36, 48, 72 hours and you haven't said anything in my defense and you know that this story's not true, how dare you? Now I'm looking at you funny as the culprit. That's not cool. So that window's...
I vibe with Trey. Although, I will say this. This is what ticks me off when I'm watching Speakeasy. I will say something in the chat and right after, they repeat the very thing I said. And I'm like, y'all copying what I say. And I've called them out on that multiple times in their chat because I get tired of it. I'm like, it's a little suspicious. Like right after I say the chat and I see him reading it, that they all go off saying the same thing that I had just said. That ain't no coincidence to me. But whatever.
Close, bro. Trey, I had this. How would they know if it's true or not? They wouldn't.
Hold on, no.
They have to take their partner's word for it.
But no,
and not with the
here's what I'm saying.
Oh, no, I'm talking about lying for them.
No, I'm saying, but like, I'm saying though, like, sure, they could go out there and lie for them, but neither of them were there to know if it was true or not. So that's really the question that's happening in the tournament right now.
If you know, if your home girl has a homeboy, you got several female friends. I'm not gonna say girlfriends. People get lost in the sauce. You got several female friends. Your old lady would know, like, if your female friend is actually a female friend.
Yeah.
So your old lady would be like, no, it's just Kieran so-and-so. No, she wasn't there, but your old lady could at least defend you or defend your honor.
Yeah, good to see you here. Shout out to you.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. If someone said that me and like my homegirl, like Layla, my girl would come out and be like,
I think it would just be defended within the circle though. Because like, if they go out there, the spouse and the husband on both ends go out there and try and do a public defense, I think it's just going to be another meme. I think it's just going to be more slander and banter that we're going to laugh at.
Yeah.
So I think just within their own inner circle, it's probably already been talked about. And to credit to what you're saying, Trey, like, she got to stay low.
Yeah. Look, I have actually a perfect idea
Take
for
the
her.
mic
What she
away
should
from her. She does not need to be doing any type of speaking engagements. And honestly, she's probably going to lose her position when it comes to doing any type of interviews. Like, she's strictly going to have to report with just words, like just doing articles. That, because I'm telling you, I do not see them putting her out in the public now after this.
Okay. She should start her own show. She should hire one of the best guys in social and one of the funniest dudes on social as well. And then she should name the show Russini Easy. And then, like, honestly, if that happens, she like
Russini Easy? Russini Easy.
I think it'll work fine.
I see what you did there. I see what you did.
The name was wild. That's what got me.
I'm saying.
That was very
Russini
clever,
Easy or
Kieran.
something, you know what I mean? Like something.
Yeah, I shoulders is getting tipsy.
I will say, like, that's not a bad idea either. If they do just strictly change her position from doing these types of interviews to only doing articles, columnist for sports, maybe she should just do a podcast after this. Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, I think there would be some. She's odd to me. She's just weird. We heard all the weird things that she said. The weirdest thing to me was the thing she said about the saxophone. That was weird. And she was 12, like Mina Kimes pointed out. Okay, so enough of that. Yeah, Russini Easy. Okay, so moving on, I have the Sherrone Moore body cam, y'all, and this is good. So going along with all this affairs, the cheating scandals and all of that, here we go with this because I just seen this released today.
This is newly released body cam video of former Michigan football coach Sherrone Moore being arrested in the hours after he was fired from one of the top jobs in all of sports.
Can you explain to us what happened today?
Yeah, I went there. I got fired today.
What Moore told police as he sits handcuffed, emotional, in the back of a police cruiser.
I'm trying not to cry with you.
And now, this is really difficult. We're definitely going to have a little bit of a discussion on mental health through this video, so just be aware of that. But it gets deep, y'all. And everything that I speculated, what I speculated about Paige, y'all know how I felt about Paige. I said, I get why we're going after Sherrone. I get why people are attacking him. But we need to focus on her part in this with Paige, because I was like, she played a bigger part in this, and people are not giving that as much attention as they should. And I get that he was a head football coach of Michigan, so that's why he got all the attention from this. But the focus should have been on that Paige girl, I'm telling you.
Even brought an officer arresting him on the verge of tears. We're on the case presented by Law and Crime. I'm Chris Stewart. I think back to the night of December 10th, 2025, and it was one of the more shocking stories I've ever seen play out in the world of college football.
Now, I will be taking many pause breaks in between this video because of fair use. I have to give as much commentary throughout the video as I can for it to be considered fair use. So when you see me pausing it, giving my thoughts constantly, that's part of the reason why I'm not letting it play out all the way through.
So much of this has nothing to do with sports. First, though, you had the news that Michigan was firing their head coach, Sherrone Moore. Then it came out that he was being fired because the university found that he had an inappropriate relationship with a female staff member. But then this story took a very dark turn.
Y'all will find out that, I believe it's near the end, because I did watch this prior, but I believe it's near the end at some point that it's revealed that they knew, that Michigan knew about this affair, which that's what was reported on previously, but I think that's being confirmed now.
and news started to come out that something was going terribly wrong.
All right. So, do you want your feet in, or you want to hang like that?
I like this.
Okay. All right. So what's going on today, man? I'm sorry to hear that.
That's part of what I forget.
Well, sometimes
They wanted to fire me anyway, so.
sometimes stuff happens, you know what I mean? Like,
And CDT, here's another thing too. Like I said before, everything I said about that Paige girl, you're gonna find out that I was right. She played a big part in this man losing his job, and I blame more of it on her than I do him, because it's like I've said time and time again. These women have to know what they're getting themselves into. This goes for the main chicks, the side chicks, all of them. They got to know what they're getting involved with, because it's bound to happen when you are in that type of position. You're always on the road. Workplace affairs happen all the time. So, with athletes or with the head coach, it's bound to happen that affairs are going to occur. It's not a surprise. And Paige, she's grown. She should have known. I believe she did know. She was well aware of her actions. She played a part in this.
feeling right now? Did you just...
Now you can see in this body camera video that we just
Of
received
course, Oscar,
more.
glad to have you here. But thank you for that kind compliment. Chelsea, you have a great people on your chat. Thank you for accepting me into your chat and meeting and making new acquaintances, I think is what you mean. But yeah, I'm excited that we networked our way and we're building something. It's great.
Is still wearing his jacket from what was very freshly his former job. That jacket with the M logo on it, synonymous with the University of Michigan. This is playing out around 5:40 in the evening in Saline, Michigan. Moore was just fired within hours of all of this
Always
playing
a bad
out.
idea. I think I almost named CDT. I think I almost titled the video. What did I almost? Something with like workplace affairs leads to crimes or something like that. Or sports workplace affairs leads to crimes. Because we've seen it with Bobby Petrino. Obviously, it didn't happen with Mike and Dianna, but it is going to impact their careers to some degree, I'm sure. And then now we're, reacting to this. But it's always a bad idea. Always.
Before I get to new video where you will actually hear Sherrone Moore, as all of this is playing out, explaining to police what he says happened that night, I want to remind you of this story and why it is truly one of the more dramatic and sad downfalls we've seen perhaps ever in sports. So December 10th, earlier that day, the University of Michigan fires Sherrone Moore as their head coach. He was the head coach of the Wolverines for the 2024 and 2025 football season. Now, Michigan under Sherrone Moore, they were solid. They beat Ohio State one of the 2 years he was there. They're their big rival. But things weren't exactly at the level that they were in 2023 when the team actually went on to win the national title.
Y'all already know 3 a.m. made me rant about this Jim Harbaugh. That national title was not all it was cracked up to be. Jim Harbaugh had his own scandals. Jim Harbaugh was on the hot seat. He was on the verge of being fired. And I said it before and I'll say it again. He was like, well, I'm already on the hot seat, so I'm just going to cheat my way to a national championship. And that's what he did. It later was revealed that they cheated. There was a lot of scandals with that. And the Michigan State Wolverines football team got fined. They also got hit with restrictions on recruitment. And then Jim Harbaugh had a 10-year show cause put on him, which means that Jim Harbaugh cannot coach in college football for 10 years. So if he was to get fired from his NFL job, he cannot come back to college football until that show causes up. So there's that. But I mean, I had all my thoughts on Michigan. Like, I really did not think that they wanted to keep Sherrone Moore to begin with, because Sherrone was under Jim Harbaugh, and after all those scandals came out and they got punished, I don't think they wanted to keep him to begin with.
Prior to Sherrone Moore's firing, Michigan lost to their rival Ohio State for the first time in 4 years.
I think that's really what did him in, is losing to Ohio State. It was said that Michigan knew about this affair. So I think that's really that's what played the part in him being fired.
And that's a big deal. If you follow college football, you know that. Now, at this point, though, right after that Ohio State loss, you could say things in terms of the University of Michigan football program. They were fine, not great, but they were fine, and it seemed like they were fine enough that Moore was going to be the head coach of Michigan for at least another season. And that's what made the announcement of his firing on the 10th such a bombshell.
I disagree with that. I did not think for 1 second that they wanted him to be there for another season. And I said this before. Y'all heard me say this. I think I even said this before the scandal even got released on the cheating, that I do not think they wanted to keep him. I think they wanted a clean house after what happened under Jim Harbaugh and then getting hit with all those fines.
Out of nowhere, the school then said that he was being fired because they did an investigation and they found he had an inappropriate relationship with a female staffer, his executive assistant of a couple of years. And you'll hear Moore admit that to police officers in Bodycam video in just a moment. And for as shocking as this story was, it was the headline of the day in the sports world. The news broke shortly after that Sherrone Moore was potentially having a mental health crisis. A 911 call came in from Sherrone Moore's wife. Here is that audio.
Now, y'all, this is heartbreaking. This is very heartbreaking. I think you can even hear, this is what got me, is I think you can hear one of the babies in the background when she's calling, panicked over her husband. So this is very difficult. Like I said, we'll probably get into some mental health with this because it's very real. And I don't think this man should be shamed the way he has been, because workplace affairs happen all the time. This even happened to David in the Bible. David had an affair and he was still called a man after God's own heart, right? So I don't think he should be ridiculed the way he has been, considering these things happen all the time. I just think it's unfair treatment, in my opinion. And I think it has more, like I said before, I think it has more to do with Paige than it does him.
911, where's your emergency? My husband, I'm worried that my husband's gonna hurt himself. And I need you, can you guys track his phone? Okay, why do you think he's trying to hurt himself? Because he said that to me. Okay, what did he say specifically? He said he's trying to kill himself.
So good on her. Good. I mean, my heart goes out to that wife of his, because not only do you have kids together, but then, you know, you're dealing with your husband's mental health on top of all of this. That's really extremely difficult. But I'm just glad that she wasn't. She could have been petty in a way, right? Because she could have said, well, he got fired from his job. He had an affair. He brought this on himself. And she could have just left it alone and let him go off and do whatever. But she, you know, good on her for reaching out to the police and getting on top of this.
Okay. Where is he? I don't have a clue. He just called me and said he got fired from his job, and he's in crisis. He's in crisis, and I told him that I love him and that I need him to come home. but I don't know where he is. He said he was at a highway.
Then his wife says the name of the person so many people in that community, the sports world, and the state of Michigan know very well.
Where does he work? He works at University of Michigan.
Okay. Where specifically? Do you know, like at the hospital or at the school?
South State Street. No, the football, Schembeckler House, 1200 South State Street. His name is Sherrone Moore.
But that wasn't the only person who called 911 on December 10th, allegedly about Sherrone Moore. There's another call that came in from a person who identified herself as the attorney for Moore's now former executive assistant, the woman who had an inappropriate relationship with Moore that was at the center of his firing. She apparently called her attorney, who then calls 911, and here's that audio.
So the attorney for Paige called 911 as well. I didn't know this part. I didn't realize this part.
My client, I just left her there. She has just been attacked by a man that we reported for harassing her to the University of Michigan. The man who she was in her house with knives, his name is Sherrone Moore. He is the U of M football coach. He was just there attacking her and threatening her. She was on the phone crying with me, please get there right now.
So police were rushing to an apartment complex off campus.
Did you know she's injured at all? No, I don't think so. She's in her house. I got her to lock the door. She called me and was screaming, and she was...
What is her phone number? What's her phone number?
Mine or hers?
Hers.
Her phone number...
Oh, Mr. Moore?
Yes, he's been harassing her for years.
Harassing her for years. I don't think that's necessarily true.
Counsel's office of the University of Michigan and reported him. They offered us security, but she was supposed to leave town already. She was packing her car and putting her things in when he approached her and tried to attack her. They know what is going on with him, and they're looking for him, I believe. I have been calling the general counsel's cell phone also to get him involved and get Ann Arbor security there, or U of M, and he hasn't picked up.
Police would allege that to confront the woman at her apartment to blame her for his firing. He allegedly tried to take his own life, they wrote, with a butter knife. Now, this is the moment that police track Moore down in his SUV. He's in a parking lot, and officers approach the vehicle. You can see they have guns drawn, and you can hear police yelling out commands. And I'll remind you, this happened just hours after he was fired from leading the University of Michigan football team. This is just a surreal scene to watch.
Now, you can really tell in this that he's having some mental health problems, like extremely depressed. I mean, I'm not a psychiatrist, so I'm not certified, but you could just tell, like, he's down bad, right? Like, he just got fired. He's dealing with his ex side chick. On top of having a family, there's just a lot going on. So it's understandable why he's in this headspace. But y'all, this is why I encourage y'all to get into therapy. Be on top of your mental health. It doesn't matter if you think you're the healthiest person in the world. Everyone needs therapy, especially men. Okay? So just because you go to the gym, just because you have a nutritious lifestyle does not mean that you need to skip out on therapy and being on top of your mental health. Because I'm telling you, things can happen at any given time. We've all experienced something in life, some sort of struggle. And we need help, and therapy gives you those skills to help you deal with problems. So make sure y'all are involved in staying on top of your mental health with therapy.
Stay right there. We're gonna come to you, all right? We're here to help you, all right? Put your hands out the window. Nope, leave it open. Put your hands up. If you're not in trouble, we're here to help you, man. Don't reach back.
18 of them. We're secure. We're out with them.
Clear security. Want me to lift the channel?
Go ahead and put the
apron.
Okay, you're not going to jail. Right? But you're not going to jail. We are going to retain you.
Mercy traffic lifted on Metro East.
I just can't get handcuffed. I got an awful shoulder and it hurts so bad.
How about we use two pairs, okay? We'll give you a little more extra room, sir. What's your wife's name? Kelly. And what's she going to be driving?
There isn't already water.
Okay, what color?
I don't know.
Okay, all right. Is it?
Make sure it's in my car.
Can I go in your car, sir? Okay. Can I turn your car off, sir? Okay.
So Moore comes out of his SUV peacefully. He's handcuffed. He seems to be cooperative. And this is when officers load him into the back of a squad car. And you can see Sherrone Moore is incredibly emotional.
Okay, so Willie, I'll just go ahead and tell you right now. I don't hate on men who cry. This man just went through a very emotional time. So I don't hate on men who cry. Because men are going to cry too. Men experience emotional distress at different times too, and I don't think they should be shamed for that. But I will say, usually men are able to regulate their emotions better. I mean, this situation, this is different. Like, I understand why he's having difficulty regulating his emotions because he just went through something traumatic, right? But usually men are typically better at regulating their emotions. This is why they don't cry as much as women. Women, they're built with a lot of emotions, okay? But men, I don't hate on men if they cry, especially if it's something traumatic of what just happened to him.
Hang on, real quick. So, do you want me to, you want me to call you Mr. Moore or Sherrone or
whatever?
Okay, so is Sherrone okay?
Yeah, Sherrone.
Okay. So, in addition to that, we have some criminal charges for unlawful entry and assault. So,
to all the charges that are getting brought up, but what he says, y'all, what he's going to say confirms everything I suspected from that Paige girl. This is why I gave Paige more attention than I did him.
assault. I know, just hang on. I was not there. Officer Escobar was there. He talked correct. So we went to condo after she called us. I, again, was not there. So Officer Escobar kind of has that side of the story. So before we do anything, like I said, you're under arrest for those charges. We have. I understand.
Anybody.
Hang on.
She's
So
in my life, man.
Hang on. I get it, man. It's stressful. I can't put myself in your place. Just real quick.
In my life right now.
Before you answer any questions or make any statements, Ms. Fully understand your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk with a lawyer and have one present while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any question if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights, not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of these rights as I have explained them to you?
Yes.
So, again, we just have her statements. I was not there. I didn't talk to her. Officer Escobar was. Having that in mind and having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to us now?
Yeah.
Okay. So, like I said, I wasn't there. Officer Escobar was. We got a call from...
So he agreed to talk to him. Nah, I'm not a big fan of that, but he agreed to talk to him.
That you were at the house and you weren't supposed to be there. Can you explain to us what happened today?
Yeah, I went there. I got fired today. And I know exactly what happened. So I got fired because of a relationship with her, unfortunately, outside of my marriage.
He's admitting to the affair.
It happened, and I was done with it. I wanted to let her go.
He says he was done with it. He wanted to let her go. What did I tell y'all? What did I tell y'all before? A while back. A while back when I was covering this. What did I tell y'all? I said that girl was probably upset. He probably wanted to end it. And she was not okay with that. So she got petty. And she was going to report the affair. And I believe him too. I believe him. This is why he's so upset.
Couldn't, because she told me she would sue me.
She told me she would sue me. What? I called it. I told y'all. The hate on Sherrone Moore needed to stop because that girl played a bigger part than what people realize. I get being critical of him because, yes, he was the head coach. He shouldn't have been having an affair. I get all that, right? No question. But we needed to focus on her part in this. Because I told y'all she played a part. And most of the time, I ain't gonna lie, most of the time, obviously, like I said before, it takes two, right? But women will test the waters. They'll flirt with you. They'll see what they could get away with. And if they see that you're down with that, they start making moves. And I'm sure that's what she did. There was mutual flirting going on, and that's how it escalated. She played a part in it too. It's not just him. Yeah, and like I said, he put himself in that position. But, and I get that he's the head coach, right? I get all that. But she played a part in it too. We can't just focus on one side. That's hypocritical. That's a double standard.
So, I did not fire her, and she was my assistant. So, this goes on. This happened a while ago. It's done. There's an investigation about a whole bunch of other stuff, about other women, other people, which never happened. They
So he was accused of having, I guess, relationships with other girls as well. I mean, that's neither here nor there. But like I said before, workplace affairs happen all the time. And I said it time and time again that these athletes, these coaches, that's no surprise. It happens all the time. And these women that get involved, whether you're the side chick or the main chick, you got to be aware of that happening.
Office. I get fired. I go to her place, to her house. I did not touch her. I did not put a hand on her. I did not assault her and do anything to harm her whatsoever. I got mad and then I yelled, but I did not touch her in any way, shape, or form. And then I walked out and I got in my car and I drove off, and that's where you guys found me.
Okay.
And there's no one ever told me not to go over there. There was not like, hey, don't go see her, don't see this, because I hadn't seen her in 2 days.
So previously there was an investigation with the school, and because of her.
Let's get this clear, Willie. Let's get this clear right now. I'm not condoning an affair. I said I get why there's criticism on Sherrone, right? He was a head coach. He was in a high position. He was in charge of these athletes who were looking to him as a role model. He has a family. I get the criticism. But the same criticism for him needs to be said about her as well. We can't just have it one-sided here. We can't just focus on his part. We got to focus on her part as well. That's what I don't like. If you're going to call it out across the board. It can't just be on Sherrone Moore. We got to call out her behavior as well. That's what I'm not cool with.
Her position and your position.
Yeah.
You ended up getting terminated today.
Yes.
You had that meeting with Ward.
Yes.
And then after that meeting
Yes.
is when you, did you have any contact with her after the meeting, or did you just drive over to her?
I tried to call her.
Okay. So tried to call her. When you show up at the house,
another
where
thing too that I will add this. Okay, so I'm telling you, call it out across the board, right? I'm telling you, yeah, We know he was the head coach. He shouldn't have been having an affair. He had a family. He was married. Yada, yada, yada. We know all that, right? Let's talk about her part, though. Call it out across the board, right? She was well aware he was a head coach. A black head coach at that, right? There was not many in the college football head coaches that were black. So she knew he was a head coach. She knew he had a family. She knew he was married. She was well aware. She played a part in it too. She could have shot it down. She could have told him, no, I'm not having an affair with you. Go work on your marriage. And if that doesn't work out, then hit me up later on after you're divorced. But work on your marriage before you come talking to me. She could have told him that, and she didn't. So let's talk about her part.
Yeah. She's right in the kitchen.
Okay.
And then she walks away.
Here's a question I have for you. How did you get into the house?
The door was open.
Okay. So just showed up at the house.
Tiffany, you're hilarious. You already said it. You don't have to explain yourself to these people. Truth.
Went in, like, did you have keys to the house?
No, the door was just open. Okay. I knocked on the door and the door was open.
Okay, so walk into the house and you find her in the kitchen.
Yes.
So conversation that takes place in the kitchen was...
That's why this story's different. Thank you for acknowledging that part as well.
Just like, what is going on? What is going on? And she says,
he already had agreed to talk to the cops. I'm not a fan of that, but he had already agreed. After they read him his rights, they asked, do you want to continue talking? And he said, yeah, he was fine with talking. So that's why he talked. But I will say, he did great. All he did was explain the situation and what happened. And we'll later learn what ended up being of this case, because he got the better end of the deal in this case.
Well, you're not supposed to be here. I said, what? You're not supposed to be here. I said, why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me? Are you trying to ruin my life? And then she says, you have to leave. Get away. I'm calling the cops.
Oh, okay. So, Oscar, you're asking if she was married. No. Paige Shivers. Okay, so for those of you who don't know about Paige Shivers, I did a live on this before. I think I have a video on this as well. But a little rundown on Paige. Paige actually has connections in the football world. Her dad was, I think he's still there, to be honest with you, but her dad is an NFL scout for the Chicago Bears. So she has connections in the football world. But no, she was not married. She was young. She was single.
Okay, so I don't know what her kitchen looks like.
I can describe it exactly. So she lives in. So I walk in the house. There's a kitchen which is connected to the living room, and there's a bar, like
an island.
Like an island.
Okay.
She's right there, and then she walks away, and she goes to the living room spot, and I don't get anywhere. I'm not even this close to her. I stay away from her because I don't want any physical. I never touch a woman ever in my life. Ever. I would never do that. I have so much respect. I have 3 girls. I then leave after that. After we have that conversation, I leave. I didn't touch her. I didn't do anything besides we yelled at each other.
Okay.
But I did not touch her. I did not assault her.
So all verbal?
All verbal, 100%.
Were there any threats made to her?
No, absolutely not.
Understanding the circumstances, was there anything along the lines of because of what she did, there's going to be any type of...
No, absolutely not.
So basically what you're saying is the conversation you had was, why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this? And what was she saying back to you?
She's just saying, leave. Like, you don't need to be here. I don't want to see you. You don't need to be here. I don't want to see you. You can't be here. And then that's when I got mad, but I did not go anywhere near her. I didn't cross the island. I didn't do anything to her. I did not touch her. I did not ever physically put my hands on any woman, period. And I left.
So when she walks away from the island, you're on the opposite side of it.
Yes, sir.
She goes into like a living room area.
Her living room area. And then she gets on her phone.
And you didn't block her way, didn't get in her way.
Not.
She walks away. You stayed in the kitchen.
In the kitchen.
Okay. So like, because there is a relationship that took place, I don't know what your relationship. I don't need to get into your personal life. How long was this relationship for?
I mean, she's been my assistant for 2 years.
The cop said I don't need to get into your relationship, but how long was this going on? Which is it? Which is it? Do you want me to talk about the relationship or keep my mouth shut about it? I thought that was funny.
I mean, I've known her for three years.
And then these are like, again, these are legal questions as far as like the circumstances. This is not me trying to pry into your personal life. Was this, I'm assuming this was an intimate relationship?
Yes, we did have an intimate relationship at one time, yes.
Okay. So,
But it wasn't multiple, like, 2 years throughout 2 years. It wasn't like that.
Okay. So she told us and talked to Officer Escobar. She said that while you were in the kitchen, you removed 2 like butter knives.
That's why, and then I left. So and it's exactly what, I left the butter knives. I grabbed this and I left.
Vinny, like I said, he got the better end of the deal. He's just waiting for, we'll talk more about it later, but he did get the better end of the deal. So he didn't get in as much trouble as what that girl probably thought she was going to get him in.
And that's when I went into my car.
So you only took the butter knives out? Was there any other type of knife you pulled out?
That's it.
And what did you say to her when you had those knives? Did you say anything along the lines of, my blood is on your hands, or my blood is your blood, or?
No, I did not tell her that, no.
Okay. You just said that you're okay. And then did you pick up any other knives that were in the kitchen?
No.
Okay. Which knife did you
The butter knife.
Okay. So just a butter knife. And then...
Well, I had the scissors. The scissors were in my car.
Yeah.
So that's what I had, the scissors. But I did not hold anything to her, or touch her, or anything like that. And that's when I drove off. That's when I left and I drove and I was going to harm myself.
Okay. So, did you...
So you hear what Moore is alleging happened that evening on December 10th. Now, before he spoke to police in the back of that cruiser, and it's kind of just a sad scene to watch when you think of the downfall that's playing out here. He's just sitting back there by himself. And before he speaks to police, there is another person, seems to be a friend or someone he's close with, who's able to go into the police cruiser to console him. Watch this.
I mean, I get why he was distraught, right? Like if I was in those shoes and I had did exactly what he had did, I would be disappointed. I would be feeling some type of way, disappointment in myself. There's so much that plays into this, right? Because he was in charge of a football team. There was men that looked up to him. He has a family. So many things.
Hey, Coach. Hey, man. How we doing? Okay. Tough day. We got you, though. I know. I absolutely know that.
Everyone wanted me here, man. I worked so hard.
I know you do.
I put everything into this place and never wanted me here.
I'm sorry.
Sleep, man. I haven't slept in a month.
Yeah, it's definitely difficult. It's definitely a difficult watch. Like seeing someone struggle with mental health like this. But I hope him and his family are doing better. And I hope he gets another coaching opportunity.
negative at Trinity and negative at UMF.
Tell you, Coach, but we still got love for you. All right.
Now, this can happen to any man, right? Anybody. This can happen to anybody. Like, you can get some devastating, traumatic news, and it puts your mental health in shambles. Like, this could happen to anybody at any given time. It doesn't matter if you're the healthiest person in the world. So just keep that in mind. Like, be aware that you are not exempt from having mental health trouble at any given time.
It's going to require some more work right now. Go after him. Just like we look out for everyone. They tell you what's going to go on? What has to happen tonight?
Moore is then brought into the hospital to be checked out. The police have redacted the visuals of what happened inside the hospital, but there is still audio of the conversations he has with officers, and that's when we see...
They redacted the visuals, right? So it's blurred, but you still hear the audio.
Truly a shocking moment that plays out here, because the police officer, and it appears to be the same officer who is questioning Moore about what happened in the back of the police cruiser, it seems like he's trying to level with the coach in the hospital room, and the officer starts to tear up.
I miss Moore, so I'm gonna leave. I'm leaving here with Officer Escobar and Sergeant Gasway, all right? So, like I said, we can't relate, right? Like, but like I told you before, like, so like I'm trying not to cry with you, but like,
heartbreaking, absolutely heartbreaking. This is why I'm not as harsh on Sherrone as what other people are. Because like Prince Bud said, you know, this is proof we're all human and we all make mistakes. And I talked about it before, you know, whether you're a believer or you're not, but like, you know, from the Bible, like David, he was someone who cheated, and God still used him. God still said he was a man after God's own heart, right? So I really just want Sherrone to know that, and I'm hoping that that's what he realizes now, that just because you go through something like that you make mistakes, it's not the end. That there's still hope for you. I still think that he deserves another shot in coaching. Obviously, not as a head coach, but just a small role, like whether it's up in a booth just doing analyst work, or if it's as an offensive or as a coordinator. I think, was he a defensive coordinator? I can't remember now, but you know, as a coordinator, some type of role, right? This should not be the end for him, because it wasn't for Bobby Petrino. I told you all the Bobby Petrino story. Bobby Petrino got another shot. I think he deserves it as well.
That's all you have to get through this for, right? Like, that's all that matters in this situation. So whatever help you need to get the help, and then let everything else work itself out. So, all right. Do you have any questions for me before I leave? So, all right, man. Well, good luck. Take care. Do you want to get grab the cuffs? Yeah.
Can we just give them back to you later?
That's fine, bro. Just throw them in the box.
You said you discharged from one?
Yeah. So, all right. Thank you. Anything else for me? Sure. So, all right. I'm moving my car. I'm getting okay.
You get out here.
Yeah.
Sherrone Moore was charged with third-degree home invasion, stalking, and entering without permission. He was arraigned on those charges.
The interesting thing with the entering without permission, right? Paige gave him a key. Paige gave him a key. There was a lot of little things that they left out in this, and this is why he wasn't as he didn't get in as much serious trouble as what she probably thought she was going to get him in. I'm telling y'all, like I called it before, Paige was bitter. She didn't want the relationship to end. He was trying to end it. So she got petty. I think she was the one who reported the affair. She's the one that got him fired. And then all of this transpired. And then she tried to get charges pressed on him. She knew what she was doing. And like I said before, she was aware he was married. She was aware he was a head coach. She could have told him no. Even if, I don't know who made moves on who first, right? But she could have told him no. She could have said, hey, you're married. I don't want no business in that. Go the other way. But she didn't. And then she got hurt whenever he wanted to end it. And she did all that.
Just 2 days after he was arrested in December. Then, fast forward to March 6th, Moore reaches a plea deal with prosecutors in Michigan. He pleaded no contest to 2 lesser charges: malicious use of a telecommunications device in a domestic relationship and trespassing. So those are misdemeanors, and as part of this deal, prosecutors are dropping the more serious charges that he faced. Now, according to reports, Moore is not expected to serve time in prison, even though the maximum for the charges that he's pleading guilty to would be a year behind bars, far less than the 5 years if he was convicted of the charges he was initially hit with. Moore will be sentenced on April 14th.
What day is it?
Now,
his sentencing is 4 days. 4 days, and we'll know his sentencing. But yeah, so he pleaded to the lesser charges. He, like I said, the district attorneys, whenever they found out that he had a key to her place and all of this, they had to drop some of those charges. So this is why he didn't get in as much trouble as what she was probably thinking he was going to get in. And he's probably not going to get jail time either, which I think is what's fair. I don't think he deserves jail time for that. Evil work on her part, to be honest with you, because you participated. You're the one that knew he was married. You're the one that knew all this about him, and yet you still chose to have an affair with him. It's your own fault, Paige. It's your own fault. And then you're on top of that, not only did you have an affair with a married man, but you are also responsible for taking down a head coach. You are a grown adult, knowing he was married and knowing that you could have told him no. You put this man's career at risk, all because you couldn't say no. Now, I'm not excusing his part either, right? He could have told her no too. He was married. It goes both ways. But I'm not excusing what Paige did either here. Now, I've never done anything that caused me to be arrested, but I've been taken to places against my will for mental health. Oh, okay, yeah, definitely stay on top of your mental health. He shouldn't have done it, period. He knew she knew the facts. Y'all got exposed. Yeah, but like I said too, her part, just as bad. Okay, so that is going to be it for today's show. I covered Bobby Petrino's affair, covered the speculation, which, I'm pretty sure we know what was going on between Mike and Dianna. And then we got into the body cam of Sherrone Moore. Y'all, stay on top of your mental health, especially the men. But let's close it out with a motivational...
Doubt is such a strange thing.
Video. Hold on. My bad, y'all.
Be times.
That was the first motivational video we played, and I'm going to play the closing motivational video, which is, again, from Kobe Bryant.
Go after your dreams, right? Go after it. I never compromise that. You know, I never allowed anybody to tell me what I was capable of accomplishing. I never let anybody tell me that I can't do, right? I went after it. If you want to accomplish something or do something that a lot of people think is difficult to accomplish, you have to put all your eggs in one basket, and there's no compromise.
No compromise. Sometimes if you are chasing a dream, you have to put all your eggs in one basket. You have to be invested in it in order to grow and improve and be better so that you can accomplish these dreams that you have for yourself. And that's what I'm doing here. Like, I've put in a lot of work. If y'all go back to my first live, we've been through it. Let me tell you, I've been learning and growing and trusting the process, and now I am here and I'm slowly making the first downs on the YouTube field as we continue to grow. So, I made it to 260, and now the goal is to get us to 270. So make sure y'all tell your brothers, your sisters, your aunts, your uncles, your cousins' friends, tell everybody to come check me out, especially if they love sports, and subscribe. Because, like I said, we slowly getting the first downs on the YouTube field, Touchdown Tribe. But that is going to be it. Thank you all for the compliments. You said great show, Chelsea. Thank you, Oscar. But I appreciate it, y'all. Yeah, hit the like button on your way out. I will catch you in the next one, Touchdown Tribe. Bye, guys.
We let the liquor talk, but baby, something's telling me this ain't over yet. I know that last night we let the liquor talk, but baby, something's telling me this ain't over yet. I know that last night we let the liquor talk, but baby, something's telling me this ain't over yet. I know that last night we let the liquor talk, but baby, something's telling me this ain't over yet. I know that last night we let the liquor talk, but baby, something's telling me this ain't over yet. I know that last night we let the liquor talk, but baby, something's